Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps that I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that can end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game in the gang will it cost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up!
If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of Dodge while they eat. Honestly, they can smell the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind that they eat.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Ooh, got to get my head in the game, boy. Let's see. But I also got so damn tired, bro. I came in watching boxing right off the road, so trying to catch up on a little sleep. I want to come on a lot earlier so we can get everything in today. Because, you know, being out there on the road, y'all, it's hard to keep up with everything, especially when you know what I'm saying, you just, you know, concentrating on driving. I'm driving at night, sleeping during the day. So, you know what I'm saying, just be a little off because your whole internal clock be off when you're doing this truck driving thing. And so, you know, you just be sleeping all day, man. So, you know, my body's just, you know, a little off, you know. So, you know, I give them a cup of coffee and, you know, start reading through the articles and getting pissed off and going back and forth, you know what I'm saying, with seeing all the Terrence Crawford parades and celebration, which, you know, on one hand, I understand it. But on the other hand, I still don't think we got the best, you know what I'm saying, out of that, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I'm saying, Errol Spence Jr. being at his best. And just to see them prolong, you know what I'm saying, the celebration, you know what I'm saying, in Omaha just kind of pisses you off. Just kind of want you to see the rematch, you know what I'm saying, with 100% Errol Spence Jr. see what he could do. You know, but with that said, you know, we had some fights this week. I wanted to look at, I also want to look at this Twitter, what Errol Spence, you seem to be taking the loss like pretty well. You know, I you know, say I don't understand what these new age dudes be saying. You know, I mean, you know, when you get old like me, you know, you lose that that vernacular, that street vernacular as you get, because I still got the old 90 lingo vernacular, you know what I'm saying? What, from when I grew up, you know what I'm saying? But the way they talk now, it's really hard for the older folks. You can get some context, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas just almost start out like mid-sentence, or they be talking to somebody, you'll never just catch on to what the hell they talking about. And or they'll just respond to one aspect of something that's pissing them off, and you just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like Errol Spence Jr. here, he's saying you scary ass niggas who raise you get chased home from school ass niggas. Now, like I said, I'm an older guy now. You know what I'm saying? You got to just speak plain motherfucking English to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't realize what the hell they be responding to. I just come on Twitter. It's like they already done had a conversation, and you just coming in the middle of it. So I'm looking at it, and let me holler at my people. What's going on, Brandon House? Salute to you, bro. Omega Red in the building. What's happening? Light Skin Business in the building. What's going on, my brother? And J Wash 4, what's happening? Salute to you. Philly Bull 91, what's happening? That holy boy, what's happening, bro? Salute to you. Eddie 1050, what's happening, bro? What's going on, Jannard Hill? He says, pool count is at 140 pounds. It's that, yes, sir. And that's why I didn't want to see Gary fight that bullshit ass fight. It's too many dudes out there for him that he could be fighting, and we starting with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He going out there getting first round knockouts when he could have been fighting, you know what I'm saying, any of those guys. Even if he would have fought Rolly and grabbed him another belt, which would have made him a bigger target, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him fight no bullshit fight because of his family name, because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's got a different pedigree. He has a different trajectory. To be fighting the Kents. What's his name? What that dude name? Don't even remember his goddamn name. Kent something. To be fighting niggas like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's got too good of a name. His legacy to be fighting bums, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not to call a man a bum, but you know what I'm saying. He need to be fighting somebody we know, something like a Hutchinson or you know what I'm saying, somebody with some skills. You know what I'm saying, and show that you're a dominant fighter coming from that family with that kind of boxing pedigree. And I'm just tired of seeing this kind of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we need better fights. We need to see the people who got the skill level and the people with the names fight each other. That's how you know what I'm saying, if they're any good or not. Not going in there and smoking motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? People are tired of seeing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. What's going on, Smoke Bug, Revenge? What's going on? Salute to you, T. Holmes. What's happening with you, my brother? He's a Spence seemed unbothered by the loss. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what, and you know what? I don't know. That shit kind of bothers me. I mean, I don't know the man what he's going on the inside, but the passion, where's the passion, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know $30 million could cool a nigga off. I know $30 million could cool a nigga off, but goddamn, nigga, I mean, you like totally unbothered by this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell's going on? And yeah, man, Tava is tripping. He is it's like, damn, nigga, it's like, what's going on with you? Like, you ain't no coach. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even no fighter no more. You got busted for steroids, bro. It's like you got busted for steroids. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with the boxing fans, bro. You ain't shit. I mean, do your podcast really need that much attention? You know what I'm saying? This shit is getting on my nerve. I hate to see these old sucker ass niggas come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? And when soon as somebody get fucked up or somebody down, then they want to jump on with all 4 feet. Get the fuck out of here, man. Tava, he just looking for attention in this generation where, you know what I'm saying, you could be the most slime bag ass nigga and jump on anything when somebody's down. Yeah, I mean, when Derek was up, he couldn't say shit about him. Now the man had one loss. He still got an undisputed champion. Anthony Joshua just got a knockout, which, you know what I'm saying, I mean, Robert Helenius ain't really a big deal. I mean, just to keep it real. I mean, I'm glad to see he passed the test, but goddamn, the man had 5-day notice, and you went out there, and that man took you to the 9th, 10th round, whatever it was. He took you to the wire, and you look unsure of yourself. You still look timid. You know, you 6'6", full of muscles. You know what I'm saying? And you out there. I'm thinking this nigga, you know, fine. He got a second camp under Derrick James. Derrick James had to beg this nigga to go. I don't know what all the Derrick James. I mean, he got to beg these motherfuckers to do what he tell them to do. It's like just listen to him and go out there. He'll get hit with jabs and shit, and I mean in his face, and he wouldn't move his head for shit. He wouldn't keep his defense up. I'm just like, what the hell? He looked like the same Anthony Joshua. It's just that he kept throwing the same shit over and over. He finally caught the man once he slowed down. So I'm just like, bro, I'm just starting to believe the old timers. The old timers say you can't change the spots after a certain time. You know, what I'm saying, like change your style. You just can't do it, bro. And he kept trying to throw that damn hook, the jab, the hook. You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw the shit over and over. I'm like, bro, where are the skills? I mean, yeah, you got maybe you keep your guard up a little bit more, but you still getting hit with jabs you shouldn't get hit with, bro. Jabs you can see coming. That's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you back up just a little bit. I mean, I see a little bit improvement, but other than that, you still look like a scary ass boxer out there, bro. I'm just like, I don't think he's gonna do shit against Wilder. He's gonna get Falumaloon. He's gonna talk shit. And he's going to go out there and get Falumaloon, man, because Wilder ain't scared of shit. That nigga move on faith. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he one of them true believer type dudes that's going to come out there, you know, just like a nigga that just know he could beat your ass, right? And he just going to come out there and try you. Either he get his ass whipped or he ain't, but he going to try you. And that's Deontay Wilder. He a true believer. He is a spiritual man, so he's going to come out there and try to knock your ass out. And Anthony Joshua is a confidence type fighter, where he needs to believe in himself. He don't believe in himself enough. He don't have a chin, and he got poor stamina. So the nigga got all three attributes, you know what I'm saying, to lose. You know, if Robert Helenius would have turned up on his ass like he did against Kakanowski, he probably would have beat shit out of Anthony. You know what I'm saying? If he would have turned up on him and just rushed Anthony ass, he would have took all the confidence away from him. You know, Anthony's like the cowardly lion from the Wizard of Oz. And then what had me rolling during the whole thing, y'all, was after he knocked out Helenius, he just dipped out that motherfucker like that shit was playing. Like they just opened it, like he just stood up, took a half a ring walk, and then he was up out the they opened the ring road. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Where is the after interview, the knockout interview? And you know, he just walked around, went out into the crowd and drank some of that nasty ass stout beer. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, and his nose was still bleeding. He didn't let him wipe the damn blood. He taking a victory walk on Robert Helenius, who had a 5-day notice. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, this shit in boxing is going crazy around here, bro. He says, "Phil, how did you like Gary Russell's performance last night?" I thought it was a wonderful performance. I think Gary on another level. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have high standards for the pedigree fighters. You know, the Ron Boot Sanders who come from boxing families, Gary Russell. You know, they like the Jackson 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't expect the Jackson 5 to come out and just give a bad performance. You know what I'm saying? You know Michael Jackson was going to be doing the robot. You know what I'm saying? You know Jermaine was going, and the brothers was going to be in step back there and shit. Motherfucker going to be doing the robot, and you're going to be learning new moves and shit. And you know what I'm saying? The afros were going to be, you know what I'm saying? This is a certain standard. You know what I'm saying, when you come from, you know what I'm saying, you know, excellence, you know, and I think they all come from excellence. And, you know, you don't want to see them just against anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, if y'all saw the post that I did on my community page, I said, you know, Gary Russell wasn't going to have no trouble with that guy because I saw his last fight and he was getting hit with clean shots all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people kept saying Kent was a good fighter or whatever. I'm like, hell no, nigga, that nigga just took 5 clean shots, you know what I'm saying, in one round. I'm talking about like back to back in the face. I said, Gary gonna fuck him up quickly. Because if he get hit with one of those power shots with Gary Russell just bulldozed. He looked like Tank Davis up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The way he rushed that dude and beat his ass up like he was a little brother that stole a cookie. You know what I'm saying? He would have beat his ass down. I'm like, come on, man. You got to have more competition than that. You know, so what's going on, Team 6 Tech? What's happening, bro? And that's Oh yeah. So I just told you about that. What's going on, TZ Frank? What's happening, bro? He said Ray and everything. He said Ali lost. He said Spence taking it with good in the bad. But that's cool though. But that lets y'all already know what kind of nigga Errol Spence Jr. is, and you know what kind of nigga Terrence Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that this motherfucker show more character in his loss than Bud Crawford does in his victory. Now let's flip the script. Let's say EJ beats Bud Crawford in December. You ain't gonna see Errol Spence Jr. You know when he beat your boy. Oh god damn, this is bad, bro. My memory getting bad. When he fought fuck. Why can't I say his name? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. This shit is getting on my nerves. Yeah. Hold on. Errol Spence, Sean Porter. God damn. It's like, how come that name couldn't come to my head? Sean Porter. Even when he fought Sean Porter, they were that was a highly charged fight. And even though the families got petty with it, you know what I'm saying, in the back, because they were picking that Porter family headed out. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't see, you know what I'm saying, EJ, you know what I'm saying, you know, even though they had the little post-conference thing, you know what I'm saying, where they kind of went back and forth, but that was Sean Porter's fault. You know what I'm saying? Trying to act like he Hollywood and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna see EJ, you know, Ryan here, you know what I'm saying, picking at Crawford and shit like that, or trying to act like he was discriminated against and shit. Nigga, you wasn't discriminated against, nigga. You just fought poor competition, just like we talking about now. Like, these niggas ain't fighting the best competition. That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. You kept yourself good while everybody else went through the gauntlet. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? You came out on the other side, fought one guy and shit, just like you did with the Undisputed down at 140, nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People are watching that. People are tired of these strategic movers. People are tired of strategic movers in the sport, like Canelo, picking your spots. And then when you get your ass kicked, everybody's happy about it because you moved strategically. You didn't go through the division like everybody else. That's the problem. People like, oh, he don't get no credit. You don't get no credit because you ain't fighting motherfuckers up to your caliber. It's like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You're not fighting niggas up to your caliber. You're going to get that. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get criticized. I don't give a fuck what none of these crybaby ass niggas that just like like jet black ass niggas and shit that was poor. I don't give a fuck. If you don't fight the best, nigga, you ain't get no credit. And you ain't go through the gauntlet. So you ain't had no fights taken out of you. You ain't had no car crashes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So get what you talking about, bro. You walk around here like you did something and shit. Probably had loaded ass gloves, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we got to get better in boxing about checking everything so it don't be no question. Now, with that said, we don't know if Crawford had loaded gloves. I've just been hearing this shit more and more about he had loaded gloves. We see how deformed, how big them bitches was, how big those gloves was and shit, you know, but we don't know. And that's Errol Spence Jr. fault. That's his fault. Just like Adrian Broner when he got his ass kicked by Madonna. They ain't checked the gloves, nigga. They pushed the padding back on that mother. Same glove that Floyd Mayweather turned down and rejected. Right? Same gloves that he turned down and rejected. But his team was on top of that shit. Why aren't these teams checking these gloves and making sure everything 100? They so into what they're trying to do. You need a team around you. And this is something G5 used to always say over that winning team. You know, G5 always say, you only as strong as your team. Y'all go check out G5 and just doing the winning team over there. They're always talking about, you know what I'm saying, you're only as strong as your team. And this is an example. You could be on point with everything in your life. And if the crucial thing that you have one crucial thing that's not covered, then everything could fall apart. Everything could fall apart. You don't check a nigga gloves. The nigga got brake pads and shit in his gloves and shit wrapped up. I mean, if you lose, you still gonna take the loss. Just like if that nigga was just natural, or if the nigga juiced, you gotta be on top of that shit and have these niggas tested. Cause these niggas will cheat. We know that. You know? We know niggas will cheat in boxing. I don't want to hear all these Boxing purists don't talk like that. We don't know. Nigga, you know niggas cheating boxing. The pressure is enormous. You know what I'm saying? To lose. Who want to take that walk of shame, bro? Come on now. It's like, don't come over here with that shit. I've been watching this shit too long. And Tava, yeah, he upset EJ don't respect him because he's a drug cheat, of course. So, you know, so now we got this nigga lurking, you know what I'm saying, waiting on this nigga to lose so he could talk shit. Take your black ass on and sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. All of you. Roy Jones Jr., drug cheat too. All of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, go sit your ass down. You just want to be right in the situation. You know what I'm saying? But Roy, you know, he's trying to speak with a little bit more sense. But, you know, he know his position. You know what I'm saying? He know it's just these guys, you know, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like people want to kick you while you down. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? EJ, I'm just fascinated by how he's taking this shit, bro. I'm just like, I mean, but then, you know, I've never made $30 million in my life. You know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, even if you take an ass whipping, if you got $30 million, man, that's going to keep you in beautiful holes for the rest of your life. And that's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can retire your family. Yeah, that means, you know what I'm saying, unless you just go out there on some ignorant shit and just stop buying up, you know what I'm saying, Benzes and doing shit like Mike Tyson did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're screwing three holes in the bed in Tokyo, buying Benzes and buying what's that car called? You know, that expensive ass shit. Not Rolls Royce, but what's that shit called? I can't remember. But you know, he was just wrecking cars. He was buying cars, wrecking cars, and buying niggas' houses, investing in you know, different business deals that got his. Don King was taking his money. So unless you're doing all that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying, you can, you know what I'm saying, you won't last, you know what I'm saying. But I think EJ got his head on straight, and all he needed was to make a lick, and he got that lick. Now he's happy that you know what I'm saying. So maybe he's looking at it from a financial and you know what I'm saying, a legacy, you know what I'm saying, generational wealth type situation, and he's just happy that all that shit done, because if you think about it, he's got life taken care of for his children, you know what I'm saying, and that's all he really wanted, you know what I'm saying. So if you think about it from that, he's victorious, you know what I'm saying, because most of us out here, we still got to get the hell up, and we still got to grab a cup of coffee, and we got to get ready for work. This man, he's young as shit, and he's good, bro. If he could go home and sit the hell down, wear flip-flops, you know what I'm saying. If he want to smoke weed, he can smoke weed, you know what I'm saying. He good. He got a estate, young ass dude, you know what I'm saying. You know, if he want to ride dirt bikes, you know what I'm saying, buy his son a dirt bike, they can all go dirt biking, you know what I'm saying. So it's something to be said to work that hard, even if you get your ass whipped, and go out there and enjoy your life. You're saying you'll never have to work again like that. And now all you have to do is add on, you know what I'm saying, to your generational wealth. So maybe he's just looking at it from that point of view, and he can still get in the ring and whip ass. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to look at the bright side and not just look at it one way. You know what I'm saying? He says, pull kind of reference to Spence saying, I'm bothered about the law. Do you want to see Errol? Yes, I do. I do want to see. I want to see him get that win back. I want to see. But if he's going to go in there and not, you know what I'm saying, look at all the details, if he ain't going to have no battle testing, or, you know, the shit ain't going to be up front, you know what I'm saying, you know, he might as well stay his ass home. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to have a team that's going to look into all that. And Derrick James can't be splitting his time between AJ, Ryan Garcia, and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? He got to get in there. He's got to give Errol Spence Jr. his full attention. You know what I'm saying? His full attention. And he's got to watch tape. And he got to come up with plans. You know, he's got to come up with some plans, because I didn't see that shit in this fight. I didn't see it. They weren't prepared for shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it, bro. It's like, how can I be an outsider, you know what I'm saying, with the untrained, you know what I'm saying, not inside the business, not having put on a pair of gloves, you know what I'm saying? I could see all these things, and they wasn't prepared for shit. I just don't get it. I don't understand that. And it just seemed like it's like watching pro football game, and you watching your favorite football team, and they don't know that Lynn Swann is going to go for a bomb. You know what I'm saying? Or Deion Sanders, he's not going to try to run it all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to the right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like they prepare for no strategy. They didn't prepare. They said they didn't prepare for no scenarios. I don't understand. I just that shit is. I don't understand that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. And oh my bag, I took that off. So just running my mouth. Let me see. Damn. Let me see. Let me pull that back up. So I want to see if y'all understood what this was talking about, because I really didn't get it. I really didn't get it, bro. What EJ was talking about, and y'all got a good way of breaking these things down for old nigga like myself. Cause I don't be knowing what the hell they be saying, bro. I done reached that echelon where I don't get it. He says, Errol says, you niggas scary who raised you get chased home from school as niggas. And I just didn't understand that shit, bro. I'm like, I said, you know what? I'm stop reading this shit before I stop learning how to goddamn read. For I don't know how to read. So I was like, damn, nigga, I don't get that shit. My mind is this turn. It's like a dyslexic nigga. Like, I'm just, bro. I'm like, what is he saying? I said, maybe y'all know. Maybe I'm fucked up. But I'm just trying to figure it out. I know he's saying something deep and, saying something, these cryptic messages be fucking my head up, bro. I'm just telling you. I'm just like, bro, I'm with you. I'm 100% man down. I just want to know what you're talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's saying something, but I got to go to the chat and figure out what this shit is. You know what I'm saying? He says, a lot of those HBO guys view Spence loss as a shot, at Al Heyman. He says about hating Al Heyman, so they feel that the downfall of Spence hurts the PBC, and it does. It does. But they still got Crawford under contract, and whether it's Errol Spence Jr. that's making numbers for the PBC, or if it's Crawford or Errol Spence Jr., they still doing well. They still got the best fights. You know what I'm saying? So PBC is going to win regardless. I don't know why Errol Spence Jr. is the poster child for the PBC just because he's a good fighter, just because he unified 3 times. That's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If Top Rank did it, we'll be talking about Top Rank. If Golden Boy had a unified champion, if that was Blair Cobb that had unified, you know what I'm saying? That's who we'll be talking about. But see, these motherfuckers, they take shit so personally because it's a black man at the head of the network. They want us to feel that shit. Anywhere they can make us feel an L, you know what I'm saying? They feel like it's you know what I'm saying, and blacks involved, they got to tear the shit down. Whether it's Wilder or they got to tear shit down. Like, really? It's like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? If it was a white guy, it's just that white guy just took that loss. Just that white guy. But when a black guy lose, everybody in the damn black community got to take the loss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman, the PBC, goddamn it, niggas on Mars got to feel that shit. Got to take the loss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to take the loss and shit. Yeah, see, y'all shit, y'all ain't shit. Tyson Fury win, beat, all niggas' asses in the United States and in the world. We got to take that L and shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though this nigga's a straight drug cheat, you know what I'm saying? This nigga got, man, if a black guy had that much drug shit and mafioso shit behind his name, that shit would be all in the media. Look how they did Floyd Mayweather when he had a damn domestic dispute. That motherfucker would, hey, man, I'm trying to promote my fight. But what about the girl ass you whipped? What about that girl you whipped her ass and shit? This nigga got a fight coming up with Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you beat that girl ass? You know what I'm saying? Like hey, man, the fight is April 29th with Cotto. You know what I'm saying? But you whipped the girl ass. But you whipped the ass. You know what I'm saying? What about that? You say, no, hey, man, I'm trying to talk about the fight, man. But you like whipping girls' asses. You know what I'm saying? Then you went to jail. And then you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But none of this shit for Tyson Fury. None of this shit for all these guys who whip women asses. You know what I'm saying? And you never hear about it like the Crusher. Crusher beat the shit out of the lady dog. Beat her ass and a dog. You know what I'm saying? Beat the dog ass too. And you know white people, they love dogs. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about the woman. But don't beat the dog ass. Don't beat the dog ass, you know what I'm saying? Because that'll get you in trouble. Ask Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? Ask Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy how it's different standards, you know what I'm saying? So they'll drag us through the mud on one thing, and that'll be all you are. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to any dirt that you have in your past. The Crusher, they still don't even say shit about the Crusher. And that motherfucker, I think he beat the hell out of that lady. I don't think Floyd had nothing like that. That shit was just a dispute. You know what I'm saying? Floyd ain't do no pull counters on her ass. You know what I'm saying? She would have been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You already know she couldn't hit him and shit because that nigga defense is impeccable. That nigga defense, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get people sensitive in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That, you know. What's going on, B-Dog? What's going on, Rami Emily Jones? Well, salute to you. What you said, I said it's going to be hard for AJ to beat Wilder. Is moving in the ring more, and he has to become better with using the ring, set up his power punches. Well, it's kind of, that's what I was kind of alluding to. Like, it's kind of hard to get a fighter to fight differently. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, and I don't know how long he could keep it up. We saw it in the last fight with Fury. He came out jabbing to the body, and people didn't understand why he just didn't target the body. You know, use some of that power to hit Fury body. But you know, once you get hit, you go back to what you know. And then he only had one camp with your boy. He only had one camp with doing that style. So I don't know if he had enough time to like really use those tools. But it's hard to get a fighter to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Later on, and that's just kind of like the written rule right there. That's kind of like the written rule. What's going on, Clint Clintel 19? He says EJ was dancing after he not. Oh, you know AJ was dancing after he knocked Helena's out. Shit looks silly. I mean, and then he looked. I mean, I'm like, look at how slow the jabs were, bro. I'm looking at how timid he was. Every time Helena's took a step forward, he jumping back, and I'm just, I was like, bro, you know, AJ is. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why people? I guess they just love the way he look. I guess I don't know. You know, it says. Right, he says, Robin Emily Jones says, I appreciate Rodriguez boring fight. That let me get a nap in for the esophagus snatcher fight, Navarrete. Man, that Navarrete really, truly impressed me. I didn't know how all that, you know, I said he was going to win the fight. This because I thought he was taller, he's bigger, longer, and he threw a lot of punches. Oscar Valdez don't do well against crossing that mid-range. He don't. We saw that with Stevenson. We saw he was totally ineffective, and I thought the same thing was going to happen with Navarrete. But all that awkward shit worked in that fight. I mean, I'm talking about you could turn, you could pivot all the way around, and Navarrete, that hook still gonna hit you in the face, nigga. No matter what angle you turn your guard, that goddamn uppercut will hit you because he would jump unbalanced, you know what I'm saying, just to hit you with that uppercut. And it's like whether it works against him or for him, it's like he's willing to put himself out of position to throw weird ass shots, and that shit was working on Oscar. I keep calling that motherfucker Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar Valdez. It was just catching him, and once his eyes started busting up around the fourth, fifth, or somewhere up in there, you start seeing that eye puff up. Man, that he just kept that jab. Navarrete kept that jab in his face, and I was like, damn, it was like little tiny taps, you know, at times. Sometimes it'll be a full shot. He was changing the timing on that long jab, but then the uppercut was just hitting him all night long in the throat. And I was like, oh my God, Oscar, why are you still at the edge of the pocket where you're getting hit? So I don't know if he just couldn't get his distance right. Well, obviously he couldn't get his distance right, but he was trying to stay in range so he could get his licks in. But bro, you need to stay all the way in, all the way out, and attack this man because because you're gonna take damage and you're gonna get scored on, right? So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta work on, crossing that mid-range. And Oscar did a horrible job of staying at the edge of the pocket where he couldn't be effective and Navarrete could get off. And the shit was just ridiculous. You know, he's taking straight goddamn rights to the face. He's taking unusual, weird, long uppercuts from 50 yards out. I'm just like, oh my God, like, did you forget the fight? I mean, where's all the boxing IQ? You know what I'm saying? We saw you do in other fights. You know what I'm saying? You just forgot how to move, you know what I'm saying, outside this man's range. And I don't know. I mean, it was kind of looking like what's that got Lopez and Emmanuel Rodriguez, right? It was kind of looking like that. except he was able to pop in a few times and get some licks in. But once he got inside, he didn't work enough. Oscar Valdez, he had to get that. He had to start working, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in there and just throw a couple of shots. And I think it was Gantz. I think it was Gantz that said he was going to burn out around about the 5th or 6th or something like that. And that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? He just got beat up so much that he couldn't really do what he wanted to do. Because man, when I tell you, Navarrete, man, his style was just perfect for Oscar Valdez. You know, 32 ain't that old. It ain't that old, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he looked old last night. You know, he really just looked like he just got outclassed by a younger, more hungrier fighter. In Navarrete, you know, and I never thought of Navarrete as some big bad motherfucker. It's just that you know, Oscar, you know, he don't seem to have the same kind of quickness or the same kind of agility that he used to have. What was that guy he dropped? You know, he could have been on that shit too. The way he dropped, I forgot what that guy's name was. You know, he knocked him out. He could have done the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If he would have been focused, because Navarrete, he really don't have defense like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no defense. He just didn't, you know, set his shots up right and use his power the way he's supposed to, because Navarrete, he comes at you with his face open. But it was an excellent fight. You had Eric Morales there. You had your boy Antonio Barrera sitting at the sideline, and that shit was cool, man. I kind of like how they had that going on, even though that fight wasn't as good as Eric Morales and Antonio Barrera. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had real skills. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, and they were more evenly yoked when it comes to the ring shit. And let me see what you say. Let me go down the line. He said Bug was mad at Wallow for exposing his true feelings towards Errol. Of course, you know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas are teenagers. They got teenager mindsets. He said him and his fans. It's like they never grew up after you know, they turned 13. He said AJ was trying to dance after the KO. AJ looked silly trying to dance. I know, I mean, that's such a weak, you know, if a man has only 5 days to prepare, you know what I'm saying, for a 5 weeks, a 5 day notice, is what I'm saying, for a fight, come on, bro. It don't deserve no victory lap. Don't deserve no victory lap. It's like, but these guys like to pretend and shit, you know. So Gigi said, Bud won and still crying, begging for apologies for picking EJ. Said Bud made it difficult to even give him props. Like, nigga, you won. I'm still man down. Yeah, because they good. They're gutter snipe people. I mean, they gutter snipe people. You know, I mean, they're the kind of people that, you know, if they're fixing a sandwich and a piece of bologna, you know what I'm saying, fell on the ground, you know what I'm saying, they still gonna pick it up and eat it. You know what I'm saying? They gutter snipe. You know what I'm saying? It's like they hood and they shallow and they, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's like when you see somebody who stand up and just tell the truth, and you got a motherfucker that just be lying all the motherfucking time. You don't want to hear that shit, bro. You don't. How can you back people like that? You got people that cover up that they lie all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? They call, you know, so they willing to tear down the truth just to hold this nigga up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, EJ been ducking all these years. He got his ass beat for ducking. I'm like, bro, get your ass up out of boxing, bro. You don't know what the hell you talk about. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of feel like evil won here. That's all. You kind of feel like evil won. Tell me some Spence was drunk though. It's like, bro, come on now. Come on, bro. It's like, Son of Peace said, can you put an asterisk on everyone Bud fought at 147? Can you put an asterisk at 146? I don't know about no asterisk. You know what I'm saying? They just wasn't the top dudes in the division. That's all, you know. I mean, you know, wasn't the top guys at the time, you know. I mean, he just waited everybody out, let everybody beat each other ass, and, you know, he came in at the end like he usually do. What's going on, Camaringo? I mean, it's a smart plan, but it's cheap. It's a cheap way to win. You see what I'm saying? It's not what the sport is designed for. It's a cheap way to do it. And nowadays we got so many people that believe in the scam culture. And it don't just go to boxing. It's just that people want to go the easy way. They want to work smarter, and with no morals and whatever, and become millionaires. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get out there and do it the old-fashioned way. And they really respect people who cheat and people who could cheat the system and shit like that. And I understand it to a certain degree, but when we're talking about honored sport, by like if you're gonna play chess, you know what I'm saying, play by the chess rules, bro. You know what I'm saying, and win, win by playing by the rules. You know what I'm saying, because you fight another brother that's supposed to be as skilled as you and all this shit. But you got these guys, they like niggas that I put brake pads in their gloves and shit, or juice. They don't give a fuck long as they got win. You know what I'm saying? And then when you speculate, they want to act like that shit is impossible. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. That shit is, you know what I'm saying? That shit is. We've seen this shit in boxing 247. That nigga, just because a nigga, because these niggas can't take, that's like a nigga who can't fight, go get a gun, shoot you, and he gets celebrated. You know what I'm saying? He can't, motherfucker, just come straight up and fight you. You know what I'm saying? He can't just come straight up and fight you. You know what I'm saying? He gets celebrated for pulling a gun and shooting you and shit, and then beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of culture we got now. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't faze me, because they ain't got no morals. They ain't got no sense of honor. You know what I'm saying? It just don't. You know what I'm saying? So you come on this bitch day after day with niggas who ain't got no honor, no code, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just scamming ass niggas who trying to get it the best way they can get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a street fight now in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's just how people are looking at it now. And it's like, so that, they don't even want the motherfucker to do a rematch. You know what I'm saying? But if he's going to have brake pads in his shit, they shouldn't have no rematch. If you're going to go to snack and juice, they shouldn't have no rematch. If it can't be natural 100%, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be no rematch. Because I think them days are behind us. If we know in boxing, if a nigga can get away with something, he gonna get away with it. If he can stack his raps, he gonna get away with it, and he gonna try to act like he got all the glory doing that shit. So, it just is what it is. So, but I'm just really stunned that EJ isn't taking this shit more personally, and that kind of bothers me. That kind of fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? That he's not bothered by this shit, and it must be the money. I don't know. It might be that pretty ass girl he with and the beautiful children that he got. Maybe that's what it is. He says, there's a documentary coming out on Netflix about Victor Conte. And see, let me tell y'all something. This shit is going to come out, and I'll be 65 years old when it does, and get everybody, this shit will be way behind, and it should have come out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bud Crawford, he came down to the mechanic shop, and you know what I'm saying, he gave me $200 to put brake pads in his pads. You know what I'm saying? It'll come out. It should have come out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, what you really do with them brake pads? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm going to the fight with him. You know what I'm saying? It'll all come out. You know what I'm saying? And Victor Conte, I made a concoction for Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It'll all come out. It'll all come out. But right now, they're going to cruise on this bullshit. This motherfucker got super Saiyan power in his punches, you know what I'm saying, and they just accept that shit. Yeah, Bud always been strong like that. Bud, he knocked out every point he had. Yeah, he bust him up in 2 rounds and shit. Like, bro, get the fuck up out of here. Some people said, I think we can, he says, I think we care more about cheating than these boxers after what happened to what, I think what it is, bro, it's the money. I just heard Wilder say something kind of similar to what EJ was saying when he's talking about, just to be able to say that these guys are warriors. They don't give a fuck about that no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that. They want the money, bro. Everybody wants the money now. And I kind of understand it, because the cost of living and shit in America, bro, it is getting ridiculous to live here. You know what I'm saying? Every time you reach a certain milestone in your life, You know what I'm saying? I've seen it myself. Look like every time I make more and more money, the standards and cost of living goes up astronomically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with the money I make now, man, shit, I could have lived lavish back in the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? But now this is just regular, you know, regular wage shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just regular life shit. I'm not living lavish. You know what I'm saying? And I make above average income. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they keep raising the stakes. So for these fighters, you know what I'm saying? They got to make that kind of money, bro. They got to make that kind of money. It's very important. Where back in the day, $5 million was a lot of goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was like big time money. But now, shit, that's just average shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to get you a nice crib and be able to take care of your life and your family and for the future. You know, so I kind of understand it, the way prices are going and real estate and, you know, like making a stake for your family. But at the same time, don't fuck up the sport. I just hate to see the sport not have the passion, you know what I'm saying, in it. And we already see the guys that coming out talking about they're businessmen and like Keyshawn Davis, you know what I'm saying? You already know Keith Thurman, who's supposed to be fighting Ugas, by the way. That should be a hell of a fight. But it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Either, you know, knowing Keith Thurman, he's probably going to fight Carissa Shields and shit. He'll probably go that route. He said he's basically bragging about circumventing the drug cheat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, they know what the fuck it is. They know this nigga ain't come out with that kind of power and strip, busted this nigga up in 2 rounds. Come on, bro. Get the fuck up out of here. He says, Paul Cotton, when the last time you heard from G5? He says, see that gay, he's still making boxing commentary. He has a wife also that makes but oh yeah, Kiki, what's her name? Kiki. I used to go to all the boxing channels when I was driving before I had a channel. I used to always hang out on their channels and stuff. But I don't know what's going on with anybody right now. I'll go to Ashley every now and then, but you know what I'm saying, go check in with the general and people and stuff like that. But mostly, you know, I just try to keep up my content, and I'll mess with Knockout and Manager Marty. But I don't have a lot of time to keep up with everybody else. I used to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what G5. I see Just Do a lot. He come through a lot over here in the channel. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't have a lot of time, bro. I'll be out on the road. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out on the road. Sometimes just depends on what I get. So I don't have a lot of time to scan through and hang out on people's channel like I used to be over there with Ricky Williams, Knockout, and everybody. You know. So I just try to keep up with what I can. But I used to know all that stuff. You know, Kwee and G5. I don't know if they still doing it. He came through maybe a month ago and came through. So but I love his stuff, man. I love his stuff. I used to see him. I used to spend all day with him when he was on his job doing his live streams and all that kind of thing. Fanon, Fanon ain't part of that, but so I used to be on everybody's channel and stuff. I just don't have a lot of that time anymore. So he says, BL says, honestly, Poole said if EJ would have won, he still probably would have laid low until his next fight. I think so. I think he has his plan. So every fighter got a plan, bro. Every fighter got a plan. How many fights, who they gonna fight, and when they gonna get up out this thing. But they want that money though. They want that fight to build, like the David Benavidez versus David Morrell Jr. That's a great fight. That's a great fight for us. That's a great fight for us. But are they going to make any money once they hit the ring? So now they got to figure out a way to promote that shit, so the fighters can get the most that they can out of that great fight. And that's the problem. We know it's a great fight. We know it's a fight that's long overdue, especially with Canelo. But are they going to be able to make any money off of that fight? And that's what's going on. Are they going to be able to build that fight up so everybody could, get something out of it? So he says, Jonathan Pond said, it was a lot of money changing hands and a lot of symbolism in this fight. Of course. This fight was so anticipated. I'm just glad that the shit burst because the anticipation and the energy, it was just overwhelming. Greedy Glove Box says Crawford and Fury got the worst fans. Exactly. Canelo too. And Manny Pacquiao too. He said Ferrari. And he says, I don't think he happy. He said he's out here saying he wants to. He want to. I don't think he happy. He out here saying he want to fight. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, if you're a fighter, if you're the kind of fighter that we think you are, I mean, you want to get that get back. Jonathan Paul says, for $30 million, I would take the criticism and all the crap they talking about 100, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell he talking about, you know, running the house, scary ass nigga. I don't know. I was hoping one of y'all tell me. He said, who ain't happy about making, yeah, that's true. And I think that's what it is. It's kind of easy to kind of face that kind of criticism when you just became one of the richest men in the world, right? You said, did anyone see the interview with Derrick James after Josh something is up? And I don't think Derrick is in the loop. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't see that, but I'm going to check it out, though, and see what you're talking about. He said, I wouldn't care if anyone say for 1 million, let alone 30. I know. It's like you can't even wrap your head around $30 million, right? So, you know, that just kind of changed the perspective on the sport. When you when you making that kind of money, it kind of messes up the whole game because now you don't know what your motivations are, right? You see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I mean, I'm glad that they made that kind of money, but it's just, you know, it kills the passion. You know, you don't care that you lost, so you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's all about the money now, you know. And I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just trying to see where his mindset is for the second fight. You know, are we gonna go in there and niggas just be like, okay, man, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna go in here and we just gonna fight, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you know, I don't want to see the same kind of performance for that kind of money, bro. I want to, if you're gonna fight for $30 million, I want to see a $30 million fight. That's all I'm saying. I want to see a $30 million type of fight. Fighters. He says he trusted Bud and didn't take no decision that Bud team would cheat him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just wish every fighter had the protocols to check the gloves, to check the tape. I'm talking about like on a put it on screen type situation. You know what I'm saying? Because of cheating and, you know what I'm saying, as far as the juicing too, I'm talking about I wish they break that shit down like for different organizations. You know what I'm saying? Because these organizations, I don't believe are all the way 100 because they be having secret testing. They be having, there's so many different ways you could beat the test. And I just don't think motherfuckers be on the up and up. I just don't. You know, especially when you're talking about this kind of pressure. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just my thoughts on it. You know, it's like I want to see a fair fight, and I want to make sure it's a fair fight. Jannar Hill says, laugh out loud, please. Said Mike Tyson will ride up to a night in a Porsche party and put the key in someone else's hand, get a ride home, and let the person keep the car. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that motherfucker was rich. I think it was Tyson who had $100 million deal. I had never heard of that kind of money back then. It was like $100 million. $100 million. God damn. You know what I'm saying? We was like, you didn't believe that one dude could amass that kind of amount of money back then. Now you hear that shit everywhere. But back then, y'all, people wasn't thinking like that. They wasn't thinking on that level. He says, you know what happened with Derrick James? I don't know what happened with him. So I got to check out what's going on with Derrick James. I got to see what the hell happened with Derrick James. Let me see. He said, pull the man drain, and what can you really do with that? Exactly. But why would you go into a $30 million fight drain? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. And well, I know the answer, but it's like I just don't want to believe that shit. He said, I think they both take a lesson from this. He said, EJ and Derrick James. I don't know, man. Derrick James just, I don't know. I just didn't see no answers in there. I don't know if it was just EJ wasn't listening. The drain. I don't know. Everything. How can you not be on one accord, my nigga? How can you not be going on one of the big? This was the moment to shine. How can you not let your side come together, bro? And you know what I'm saying? And watch everything, niggas. Get out your own head. Get out your own ass, bro. And get in there and make sure everything come together. And that's the one thing. It's like preparing for a test and you reading the wrong motherfucking chapters and shit to prepare for the test. And it's like, how you let that happen, nigga? How you let that happen? You reading the wrong chapters, nigga. You got the wrong notes. You got the wrong outline, nigga. What's going on? What's going on with you? How you allow that to happen? This is the biggest test to see if you're gonna get into college. This is the SAT. You know what I'm saying? And you've been reading the wrong literature. You've been reading the wrong books. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing shit to prepare for the biggest test to see if you're gonna get into college, right? So that's how broke down this shit is. You go out there weight train. You go out there. You ain't go to sleep before the test. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like you just didn't prepare. You didn't eat a good meal. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just weren't prepared for shit. You know, I'm just disappointed in the Aerospace Dream Team. I'm disappointed in Derrick James. You know, I'm just disappointed. You know, yeah, I'm just disappointed. You know. So he says, you niggas scary. Who raised you? Get chased home from school. I don't understand. What does that mean? I mean, I guess he's just saying niggas weak or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He says, let me see, Greedy Glove Boxing TV says, I think what happened, Bull, was bad training camp. He looked horrible physically trying to make, could be. He says, you niggas, I read that. Let me see. He says, EJ is basically saying a lot of folks on the internet think he should retire or not want a rematch. He's saying he not built like that. He's a dog. He always talking about he a damn dog, nigga. I mean, I love EJ, you know what I'm saying, but I don't want him to be remembered as just a guy who can take a good ass whipping. You know, there's a lot of dogs that fight hard and shit, and they get their ass tore up too. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dog fights. I know it's gonna, when I was coming up, dog fighting wasn't illegal like that. Niggas used to fight dogs in the neighborhood. He says, they said, I feel like Spence threw that fight. Oh my God, bro. I don't even want to think like that, bro. Y'all starting to unpeel the layers of where this shit is going. Basically take to the talking to the people saying that he shouldn't take the rematch or retire. So that's cowards in his opinion. That makes sense. Saying that he shouldn't take the rematch or retire. I want to see the rematch, but you know what I'm saying. But what I don't want to see is poor preparation. That's what I don't want to see, poor preparation. And I don't want to see that. He said PBC ain't going to make no money off of Crawford, bro. You know, yeah, what's funny, y'all, is now they calling Crawford a pay-per-view star because they call him pay-per-view star because of the 650 pay-per-views. It's funny how they just throw out all the fucked up pay-per-views this nigga had. You know what I'm saying, with Amir Khan and, you know what I'm saying, Victor Conte and Victor Postal. And, you know what I'm saying, all the pay-per-views he had, now they saying he a pay-per-view star. I'm like, that shit's funny as hell, bro. Don't make me laugh. He said that this is what I'm saying with all us seeing this stuff, and they didn't, and they are professionals. What's up? That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just, it was just weak preparation, and if I'm to a point where I can't perform well, I'm postponing the fight till I can. But I understand he ain't want no more setbacks in the negotiation with Crawford, because Crawford's only going to negotiate to where he has an advantage. You know, he's kind of, that's why I call him the Black Canelo. You know, he's going to give you one shot and he ain't going to do it, right? Clint Clintel said 19 says, Will Crawford don't know how to promote his self like EJ. Yep. And he said, he talked to BL. What's going on, Bowley? What's going on, bro? He said, all the media is brought and paid for, of course. You know, he crying about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you would have fought somebody, then you would have got the same kind of publicity. If you would have signed, Bud Crawford, you need to sign. You got to leave. You should have left Top Rank. You the guy in the 12th grade that got held back 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You the kid that went to them little trailer classes, and you stayed at Top Rank. You should have studied the model. You know what I'm saying? Cotto. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Mikey Garcia, Mayweather. Everybody left Top Rank, but you stayed in the trailer class at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? You was in there with the big head kids, with the kids that keep throwing shit for no reason. You know what I'm saying? The kids that caught short bus and shit. That you stayed, you was in that class. You know what I'm saying? Even though you could read and write, you was a little bit normal. You was a little bit normal, and you still caught the short bus to school because you ain't want to compete with the other guys. You know what I'm saying? On the normal bus, so you took the short bus. You know what I'm saying? And it paid off for you. But at the same time, your whole reputation got shot. You know what I'm saying? It was you know what I'm saying? Because you took the easy route, really. You took the mentally challenged route. You know what I'm saying? That's what you did. And so now you're complaining because you didn't want to compete with everybody else. And you don't get respect for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get respect for defeating a soldier that went through the battle, and then you sitting on the other side after you done beat everybody's ass, and you sitting on the other side fresh and just relaxing, waiting for you to destroy everybody in the damn division. You know what I'm saying? So, and when the man crawling on the other side, here you go. You ready? You ready? You've been ducking me. You know what I'm saying? After you done cleared the battlefield, and he just step on your hand and stab you with a bayonet, right? He done won the war for the people. You know what I'm saying? Now he jumping up and down, the best in the world, even though you ain't even fighting the battle. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. You know. So BLC, he says rate everything. Oh, they talking to each other. He says greedy gloves boxing TV says they conveniently forgot about all the cheating Fury got caught doing. Also the loan counts, and yeah, I mean they don't care about that shit. They don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? They already know what time it is, though. They know without that count, you know what I'm saying, Fury would never had that win. You know? He would never had that win. Yeah. What you say, B-Dog? You said you said the coach broke her neck and kicked the dog. Of course. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna say shit about that. Every interview he come up there, you know what I'm saying? It's about his brilliance, his brilliant tactics in the ring. Floyd Mayweather can do an interview now and say, man, you beat that girl ass, didn't you? Beat that girl ass, didn't you? You know, she went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, and Floyd, no matter how many times he explained the shit, they always gonna put their spin on it. They always gonna put their spin on. I remember, what's that guy named Kenny? Him and Floyd went back at it. Kenny, he called him a master of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they just had this whole campaign. Then they had sick the black girl on them, talking about the domestic violence. You could tell she was set up to like really Floyd in the interview. So they really went at Floyd hard, you know. Crawford, they still don't know who your ass is. You just beat Errol. Oh, that's probably the one win that, you know what I'm saying, anybody really knows who the hell Bud Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? You know, they still don't know who the hell you is, nigga. You know, what's going on, Eric? What's going on, Eric? So let me catch up with the comment. Cooking with Frank says, he's talking about greedy good box, and he said, don't forget about AB Jose Benavidez with the bullet hole in his knee. And see they act like it's some kind of personal shit. They act like they try to totally pretend like it's something else. No, bro, it's just you can't change boxing, bro. This is not Atlanta Housewives and shit. You know, too many of these niggas be watching Atlanta Housewives. Boxing is the same, bro. You are critiqued on who you fought, and you know you can't change the dynamics. You can't just lie about who a motherfucker fought. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. And they so used to lying to motherfucker faces and changing the dynamics of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jose Benavidez, he was bad, bro. He was one of the best in the division, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here with that, bro. That is not real. You know what I'm saying? That is not real. That dude was not considered the best in the division. And you know that shit. Jeff Horn was not respected as a champion. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So they acting like it's about something else, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know, this is the same standards that we judge everybody on. You know what I'm saying? Who you fought. If you beat a good ass, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't, guess what? You don't get that respect like the person who is beating all the ass in the division. That's just all it is. So what's going on with Willie? What's going on, bro? He says, let me see. What's this shit about Bud talking about fighting Gervonta Tank Davis? He said Bud won't take the move up 2 weight classes, Jamel to move down 2 weight class fighter. He think he's side A. No nigga fight boots, period. He ain't even fight no boots, bro. He's gonna do what he always did. Always try to find the advantage and be strategic and trying to find the find you know what I'm saying find the weak point so he can wiggle out of shit. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody want to see that shit, man. If you're gonna take the challenge, bro, go on up there and fight Jamel after you fight Canelo. And I don't think Jamel's gonna come down to 154 again. I really don't. Cause they already stripping him of his titles and shit like that. He says, yeah, he said Charlemagne and who? Mino, suckers for apologizing. He said, I ain't apologizing for making the wrong pick. I gotta apologize to Chiefs for picking Philly last year. He says, we're gonna say, Pool, they're gonna kiss it up to God, right? You know what I'm saying? But they already know, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, we live in a society of dishonest niggas, and that's what they love. They love that kind of despicable behavior. He says most dishonest niggas support, but he says similar minds think alike. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just feels like evil won. You know, says Crawford and his fans, bro, getting on my last nerve. I mean, hey, you know, says sometimes it goes like that. What's going on, John Kramer? What's happening, bro? Salute to you, bro. Yes, sir. I mean, you know how it is when niggas competitive. You know that's how it is. They don't care. He says, salute everyone. I feel back off a lot of boxing channels to Pool. He says, too much gossip, fake content, and a lot of down in boxes for their favorite fighter. It's all tuned in. It's all turned into shit show. Well, once they stop letting the best fight the best, once they start letting boxers be strategic and who they pick, that's when boxing stopped being great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you should have to fight. You know, if you're the WBO champion and I'm the IBF champion, you should have to fight. You know what I'm saying? It should be mandated somehow. You know what I'm saying? To get those fights on when both fighters are on top of their game. And, you know, boxing, you know, now you can strategically, you know, stay out of hard fights while the other boxers fight easy fights. Is that fair? You know what I'm saying? If I got to fight Godzilla and you get to fight a poodle, you know what I'm saying? I got to fight 3 Godzillas and a King Kong, and you get to fight 3 poodles. You know what I'm saying? And then we meet at the end. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair? Is that fair? And so people don't see it as simple as that. They think these fighters are like action figures. You know what I'm saying? Once you clash them up against these different foes, nothing's gonna happen. They should be able to maintain the same essence of, you know what I'm saying, before they got into these wars. But no, each war takes something out of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking punches from great fighters. You know, we saw it with Evander Holyfield, and we saw it with Reddick Bowe. I mean, Reddick Bowe. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Bowe. Damn, man, my memory getting bad, y'all. But them two fought. You know what I'm saying? They took a lot of fights out of each other. You know, anytime you fight somebody that's good, they're going to take a lot of fights at you because you're getting hit to the body, getting hit to the head, getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Ugas, you know what I'm saying? Even though he lost that shit, he took some fights out of EJ, and EJ took a lot of fights out of him. You could see it in Mikey Garcia. Once EJ beat his ass, he lost to Sandor Martin. So, you know, when you get into these fights, and you getting beat up, bro, even when you win, your body's still taking a beating, right? And they know this. The trainers know this. They watching. They holding back. They keeping blood out of the shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're gonna fight, you know what I'm saying, fight. You know what I'm saying? When you fresh, fight when everybody's fighting. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Fighting easy competition and then try to come in on the end strong. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If you're going to go through the gauntlet, you go through the gauntlet together and clean out the division. That's where the disrespect comes in at. And they're trying to act like it ain't that. Boxing has always been that way. You know what I'm saying? You know, you had Hagler fought Hearns fought Sugar Ray Leonard. They all fought each other. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just wait to the end. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else clean out the divisions and shit, and here you come. You know what I'm saying? It's like the shit is just ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you have to go through all this shit with niggas who know better. You know what I'm saying? It's like They reduce to childlike mindsets here that you got to prove every damn thing that's common sense. And I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm just tired of it. I'm not doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you already know. It's like I'm not doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like once everybody's, say challenging each other, like right now, Javante Tank Davis and Devin Haney should get it on at a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I say that is because Devin can't fight at 135 effectively. And we know this. So why would we want to see it at 135? But yet, if they did fight at 135 and Devin went out there and get his ass knocked out in one round, now everybody say Devin ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. When we know he can't make 135, bro, even though he's willing to go out there and make the money at 135, because that's going to be one of the biggest fights. But if he sign up for it and get his ass whipped, guess what? Nobody ain't going to have no sympathy for Devin Haney. If he go out there and fight Shakur Stevenson fans are going to say, "Oh, Devin Haney wasn't shit. He can't fight at 135, bro. Not effectively anymore because your body keeps changing, and and you can't fight at a high level when your body's that deficient. You know what I'm saying in minerals and everything. Y'all know what I'm saying when you weight drain, basically." Mike Rhythm says, he said, "I want to know what happened to Spence Chin and where did Crawford get the Deontay Wilder pop?" Well, you already know. You know what I'm saying? If you that goddamn weak, you will look like Deontay Wilder up in there, up against you. If you know what I'm saying? If you out there, your head swirling because you couldn't make the goddamn weight, but that's EJ fault. You should have known. He went for the money. So how much can we really blame Crawford for going out there and beat his ass? You know what I'm saying? He did what he did what he had to do to make the weight. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to EJ. EJ asked for it. You know what I'm saying? So if I was EJ, I would just make shit at 154, 160, some shit. Come get it. Let's go get it. He allowed Crawford to have the advantage. And he knew that was the only way to make that kind of money, get that fight, and that's what he did. So what can we really say? That's why I'm concerned about the 154 thing. Like, if he's willing just to go out for money like that, is he going to train and pull out all the stops to get the win? Is he going to really do that? I'm talking about Errol Spence Jr. right here. Is he going to do that, or is he just going to go get a payday? Mike Rhythm says, "I want to know what happened to Errol's chin." Yeah, I'm just saying. When that much money, get what I'm saying? When you have that kind of money on the line, it don't matter, bro. The fight don't matter no more. It's the money now. So why you got to train so hard when you got the money in the bag? So Derek was about to say EJ was weight drained, but he stopped himself. Well, we saw he was weight drained. I mean, that's not a question. I don't care. I mean, it's not a question. We know EJ got more power than that. We know he got more pop on his shit than that. Of course, the man was weight drained. I'm just glad that he didn't use it as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? He let fans do that. He says Bud signed on with Snack. He said we saw what happened to David Abnesian. Yeah, it was just kind of weird how he was wearing he was wearing these clothes. There's a process. It'd be interesting to look at the process of how that shit worked. Because I'm looking at how he looked in the press conference and all that shit, and how he was wearing all that shit, and it's a lot going on here that we don't know. You know what I'm saying about. And it's like boxing just need to get back to, both guys, being on an even playing field. But these guys are so afraid to take an L now. It's just ridiculous, bro. So Vindicate was convicted of, yeah. He was with all that baseball shit, and he created a lot of this shit. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got shit on the market that you don't even kick, that don't even, because they got like a list of certain steroids that they check for. Now it's testosterone levels and things like that. This nigga putting nut juice, in you. I don't even know how that works. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody nut juice in me. Says to make me stronger. I don't care if it is boar nuts and boar testicles and all this shit. I don't want none of that. He said, yeah, EJ trusted Bud and Bud's team, Snake, Spence. But I said it earlier in my live streams, if you go back, I done so many live streams, bro, on this shit. I was like, I hope they don't cheat this man. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't cheat this man because when he went over to snack, everybody was thinking, this motherfucker going over to get that goddamn nut juice. He going to get that nut juice. You know what I'm saying? For Victor Conte. This is Mike Rhythm says no testing. He says Spence was messing with Mike Tyson mushrooms. He was high as hell when he came into the ring. That's why he was fighting slow. They say when you drain and stuff, and he went through hell to make the weight. He said that could fuck with your equilibrium. It can mess with your mind. And we might have been seeing that. Let me tell you something. Have you ever like trained like in the sun, or you know what I'm saying? You ever like when you was in school and you playing football and you was keeping your weight down, or you was you working out too hard and shit, and you got your weight down beyond what you usually have it, and you ever been weight drained before, bro? You weak as shit. When you weight drain, you know what I'm saying, you are weak as shit. You just be out of your head, bro, because your body, your brain ain't getting what it needs, the sustenance that it needs, sustain itself. You can't think straight, you're not as powerful, you know what I'm saying, until your body get right. You know what I'm saying, until you eat the calories you need, until you get your body get back used to, you know what I'm saying, how it's used to operating. That when you start messing with your weight, bro, you messing with your life. You're messing with your life. And that's a lot of these guys, they're just ridiculous. They're too small on a ridiculous level. They're grown ass men, and the size of goddamn, seventh graders. You see what I'm saying? So that's hard to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is hard to do. Especially on the professional level. You're going out there and you taking this kind of trauma to your head, to your neck, to your body. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, if you're doing that for 10 years, eventually you're going to tap out. You know what I'm saying? Your body's, you're supposed to be up there at 168, 170, fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just on a natural life level. You're turning 33, you're getting older. At some point, you're going to have, your body's not going to respond to that 147. So you're going to have to move up. So it's going to be interesting what he looked like at 154. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be, I mean, just think about it. If you ever train, I'm saying, your body to do something, to be muscular, to be fast, or to jump higher, and you lose that weight, okay, you might be able to dunk at 165. You know what I'm saying? Because your body's leaner or whatever, and your legs are stronger. But you know what I'm saying? The longer you stay at that weight, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to dunk no more. So you're gonna have to move up a little bit as you get older, because you're gonna have to eat. You're gonna have to maintain. Your body's gonna have to change, and that's what I mean about Errol Spence Jr. He just stayed at 147 a little bit too long, but the money was so good that he had to take the opportunity because he had done gained the 3 belts at the weight. So I just think he stayed there too long, and I don't want to see that for Devin Haney staying at 135 too long, because his next 2 fights, if he fight Gervonta Tank Davis, or if he fights Stevenson, he's going to get Falumaloon by one of those guys, because that's the natural weight for those guys. Let me see, downfall of humanity. It don't matter about how much experience you got against southpaws, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. So the man power wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to put it off on style. They want to hide this behind the excuse that Crawford just had more skill. But when you drain like that, bro, you don't have access to none of your abilities. You don't have access to none of your abilities. The man was tired after 1 round. When have we ever seen Errol Spence Jr.? See, it's like they want to omit all that shit and just give Crawford all the credit when they seen this man was uncharacteristically end up fucked up. They want to ignore all that. So I can't talk to them kind of fans when they seen with their eyes that the man was he was all fucked up and drained. I'm saying? If you can't admit that, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. Because I was pissed off, bro. I was like, there's no way this man coming in there tired after the fucking first round. That's like dumb as hell. That's like dumb as hell. Zach B said, I think we are mad because EJ lost. He says, but we can't forget he didn't lose. He said, we can't forget we didn't lose. He did. He said, let the champ get his comeback. My props. People died because people died. People Okay, Pops died. People was mad because I didn't cry, but none of them knew my pain. Let me see. People George said Spence and DJ knows the talent level of Spence. He said so maybe the layoff was a bit long for Crawford fight. He said, but it's looking more like Crawford cheated. So we don't. We'll never. We'll find out later. Somebody get mad with Crawford and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a gutter snipe and your people are gutter snipe, it'll come out later. You know what I'm saying? Crawford cheated. And I said that nigga ain't paid me my last $200 for them brake pads. He cheated. You know what I'm saying? It'll come out. It's gonna come out. I guarantee it. It'll come out. He said, "Give me a good reason to sing." Motherfucker went to prison for giving roids. Right. But he says, let's go, Errol. He's man down for life. Oh man, we just talking that shit today. You know what I'm saying? If you can't stand it, you know what I'm saying, we talking that shit. Just like everybody popping their shit and on the other side, we popping that shit today. So, it is what it is. He says the layoff would throw off a fighter's time. He said, bro was stronger, bigger, faster, fresher. His power puncher resistance was kind of suspect in this fight. They know that shit. They know Spence ain't look right. But they ain't gonna admit that. You or me. But I'm gonna let you know about it, goddammit. I'm gonna let you know about it. He says, let me catch up with the comments, y'all. I'm like, wait, what's going on, Bruce Fire? I see you out there, brother. Let's see y'all out there. Charlie will still be a shell of himself at 154 after moving up, don't matter how long it takes. Yeah, they also got who was that fight? Dimitri Andre, y'all. David Benavidez. David Benavidez is going to be, they negotiating the fight for November. That's going to be a pretty good fight. I don't know what Dimitri Andre we're going to get in this fight, because he always be fighting these bums, these no-name dudes, and David, he just got into a nice big fight with a Caleb Plant, and I think he's fighting better competition, so it's going to hurt Dimitri Andre that he's not fighting the best out there, so, and plus he'd be out the ring too long. So David, I think the Mexican boss is gonna give him a beating. Now I could be wrong. That maybe Boo Boo Andrade can find a semblance of himself, but from that last performance, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But they stay out the ring so long, it's just hard to tell. But I'm going for the Mexican Monster. So I think the Mexican Monster gonna beat Boo Boo Andrade just for inactivity. I think it's just the inactivity that's gonna kill him, and not fighting top competition. Now I think Boo Boo Andrade is the more talented fighter. I think he got higher boxing IQ, but I just don't think he keep his skills sharp enough to to beat David Benavidez. I think David Benavidez is just a tougher. He's throwing more punches. I think he would wear Boo Boo Andrade down, and I think the inactivity is going to kill Boo Boo. Let me see. What he said? He said I was watching Manager Money. Oh man, not Rick. I don't even know why he talked to Rick Glazier. Man, Rick Glazier admitted that what we all knew, that Bud was turning down fights way before him and EJ fought. Of course, bro. They all know this shit. This is the common sense shit that they skip over just to make a lame ass point in favor of Bud Crawford, right? So it's more than just his fighting, man. It's his whole approach to boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole approach to boxing, all the strategic shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's what make you look at him like he's fake. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole strategic thing. He says Bud won't match McCray without looking at the facts. Exactly. He says December 2nd, the day for, and hopefully EJ will make all the adjustments as far as his weight, as far as his conditioning, because it looked like he's having trouble with his conditioning. I just wish he got back with Blu-ray, and I think Blu-ray would take care of his conditioning. Say he won't have to go in worried about all that. I thought this time with going, sometimes when you go with like the experts, and the experts don't know your body, they don't know shit, they don't know nothing, and you can't perform, at the level that saying that you used to performing. Even though you've done all these things, your body still ain't ready. Because your body is done, for one, is done with that weight class. I mean, when you drain, bro, when you weight drain, you can't do shit, bro. You don't have access to do, so you can't pull from the muscles, you can't pull from the reflexes. Your body, your mind are out of sync when you weight drain. And people don't understand how big that is. They don't understand how big that is. You can't run a mile when you weight drain. You fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like your body don't have the resources it need to be active. And once a fighter sense that you out of it, bro, you gone. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why he should have never agreed to fight at that weight. Should have never agreed to it. And that's why they held it out that long too. Now the whole waiting a year, walking away from the fight. That's why all that made sense. That's why all that made sense. Walking away from the fight, not saying dragging this shit out. That's what that was. That's what that was. I mean, I'm just thinking they can't make a deal. No, they were just holding them down to stay at 147. Stretching it out. That's why they did that. So that's all that was. He says, Truth Blue, he says, just released a video about people disrespecting EJ. Now, I mean, this man just made 30, probably, and he probably made more than $30 million. This man just made $30 million. He don't give a damn what these po ass people say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about not on no disrespectful shit, but I mean, even though he lost, let's say he still prepared himself to get generational wealth for himself and his family. So he happy as hell. He's in Dubai with his family, chilling, while everybody disrespecting him on the internet, eating ramen noodles and you know what I'm saying, and eating tuna sandwiches and shit, feeling good about themselves. You still poor, your teeth still rotten and shit in your head, and EJ rich, and he just got beat. You know what I'm saying? So you make it make sense. So they using this to make themselves feel good about themselves, even though, you know what I'm saying, they still got chlamydia. You know what I'm saying? You still got chlamydia. You know what I'm saying? You still got to go to the clinic. You know what I'm saying? But EJ chilling, even though he took a loss. So you're doing this to feel good about your life and yourself. And how far is that going to go? You know what I'm saying? We got to move on to the next rematch or the next fight. But in this man, he's rich now. Well, he's been rich, but he's richer. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing good. You know what I'm saying? They eating ribs now. You know what I'm saying? What the hell you eating? You know what I'm saying? What the hell you doing with your life? When you going to move past this victory? It's a victory for Bud. It ain't a victory for you. You know what I'm saying? You think Bud going to give you $5 for a pack of ramen noodles? You know what I'm saying? You think Bud going to help you out, pay your light bill? No, bro. You still got the same shit you got from that girl. You know what I'm saying? You still got you still got to eat cornbread. You know what I'm saying? You stole from the job at Golden Corral. You still got to go. You still got to do that. You know what I'm saying? But EJ, he good. Even though he lost, he good. They eating lobster. You know what I'm saying? They still, you know what I'm saying? They probably don't even eat that red lobster, nigga. They probably had the chef come to their house and cook the lobster. You know what I'm saying? They just sit up there and wait while the cook bring it out to them. See what I'm saying? So you hating, you know what I'm saying, from where you at, and he chilling from where he lost, right? So don't worry about EJ. You know what I'm saying? He'll be okay. Bud gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happens in the rematch. We're gonna see what happened in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So y'all enjoy that look. Y'all enjoy that little loss that EJ took. Y'all feel good about that. Nobody's saying you can't do that. But after you celebrate, I want you to look at your life. Just look at your life. And then you compare that life to EJ life, the person you hating on. And y'all compare that. Y'all compare your life to that life. Okay? Would you rather go out there and get your ass whipped, or would you rather be a hater that revel in the win? Which one? Would you rather be the person that won $30 million, or would you rather be the person hating? You know what I'm saying? It's just the way I look at it. Just the way I look at it. He said, what's that? Jannard Hill says, Polk County, he says, Oscar Wilde's eyes was bothering him. That's why he was hesitating to fight on the inside. You were getting fucked up on the inside, bro. He was getting fucked up on the inside. When I tell you not to, I mean, even though he had the longer arms, he was still getting uppercuts in the clinches, bro. I'm like, he was still getting hit in the clinches. He says, Navarrete would hit his eye. He said, yeah. Do you think Navarrete broke? Yeah, I think so. Did you saw a close up on it? Didn't look too good, bro. I mean, he was just getting hit coming and going. He said he didn't look good at the weigh-in. He looked weak. Clearly didn't look yeah. Even when he came to the fight, bro, he didn't look rehydrated at all. Didn't look rehydrated at all. I was like, what the hell is going on here? He's still looking like he was at the weigh-in. So, we usually see him, full and robust, looking like he's about 160 or 165. That's what he usually look like. Yeah, it's just the way it affected him. You know what I'm saying? Just the way, that weight drain affect everybody, at different stages, at different times. So you might be able to go 4 rounds, you might be able to go 3 rounds, you might be able to go 1 round. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, But when you drain yourself to make money, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's you sold out like that. You know what I'm saying? You sold that out, like that. You know what I'm saying? I just, that motherfucker was extremely small. He said, I was at the weigh-in, Bud looked in great shape. Mm-hmm. He says, I would say this, Bud did not think anything of it, but a white guy asked my homeboy were they doing testing for the fight when he saw Bud get on the scale. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said, Coach. He says, Coach Buck T. Oh man, I don't even watch that nigga, man. That nigga is just ridiculous, man. That nigga is like, you remember? I don't know if y'all remember that show Geraldo back in the day. He just always take the most ridiculous takes on everything, and then he's always trying to poke at the black community. He's always trying to take the white man's side. He's just like one of them white people that just sold out, and you just want to go beat his ass in the back of a church. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You'll never catch that nigga like walking down the street at Peachtree Street in Atlanta or something. He'll always gonna stay on that white side where they got the damn gates and shit up where he's protected because he done talked so much shit to the black community. You know what I'm saying? Geraldo. Yeah, Geraldo, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch that nigga channel. That shit is straight propaganda, man, for the zone and white people champions and shit. Nobody really want to. Nobody don't pay attention to channels like that. You know what I'm saying? People who just hate black people. You know what I'm saying? Channels. The hate black fighter channels. And always talking down on black culture channels. Don't watch that shit, bro. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. And the thing is, it's like it's money to be made. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do this shit for that kind of money. I don't do this shit for money like that. So I do this shit for the pleasure of being a boxing fan and saying what I want to say. Yeah. Yeah, Geraldo did used to box, but he still wasn't shit to him. That's why I don't do this shit for money. If I start talking all this shit about the zone and Canelo, y'all know how big I'd be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how big I'd be. You know what I'm saying? Start talking about that, you know what I'm saying? And start talking about transgender and boxing and, just open myself up to all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I can't get on here and just start talking bullshit like that. It's stuff I don't believe in. I just think that's reprehensible. And, every time I look at somebody's face like that done sold out like that, I just can't do it, man. I can't just listen to some fake ass message that, he's spreading and stuff. So, but it is what it is. YouTube got a lot of hustlers on here. It just got a lot of hustle. It's hard to find purity in anything now. it's just hard to find, bro. You know, you have people are so crooked and people are so dishonest. That's just the coaching, man. Coach is trash, bro. You know, I don't know if it's, you know, what if it's in the generational curse or something, but you know, people just want to mess up anything that's pure. If you got a white uniform on, somebody gonna throw some tomato sauce on. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you. You know, if you wear your Navy class A's and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, somebody see you looking sharp with your white shoes and your white hat, you know what I'm saying? That people don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? This generation here, they want to throw tomato sauce on that shit. It's just these motherfuckers dishonest, you know what I'm saying? Everything's about the scam, you know what I'm saying? The women about scams and setting niggas up and shit. It's just nothing innocent anymore, you know. Everything has got dirt on it, you know. So, and I'm just glad I'm my age, y'all. Y'all best believe I could just say what the hell I want. I don't give a damn what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad I'm my age. And when I get older, it's just gonna get worse. I might come out with a blue sock and an orange sock on. You know what I'm saying? And just drink like the cheapest liquor possible. And y'all gonna hear all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna talk my shit, and you know, I'm just tell you how I feel about society, what's going on with boxing, and the way these guys are doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the old days are gone. The honesty is gone. You don't get no points for being honest no more. So that's why when I look at Coach Malachi, people like that, they just hustlers. You know what I'm saying? They're just hustlers. You know, they're gonna pimp the people and say what the hell they want to say. You know. So, and they don't care. I watched this guy said he was going to delete him in one stream and stuff. The guy said he was going to, he kept talking shit. I say, see, that kind of stuff right there is going to come back to bite you. Because once you're done with all this shit and you out there somewhere and that motherfucker, you going up there to get you some numbers or some shit and some milk and shit, that'll be the last time your last ride out the house. You know what I'm saying? Because some motherfucker going to come up behind you and cloak. And hit you right in the back of the head and shit, and you thought you was done with that whole YouTube shit. No, nigga. No. This crazy. He been following your ass for years, nigga. He found out where your address was, and he just come and just loom your ass from behind. So that's I really don't mess with that dude, though. You know, there's a lot of channels I don't mess with, though. But, you know, I like Knockout. I like, you know, Just Dude, the whole winning team, Ricky Williams. Yeah, y'all know what I fuck with. Y'all be seeing me in the comment section. Eli Peters TV says, so Bud working Victor Conte said he bring dude into the camp. It was right there before he was right before he was to fight Errol. He said, I think he left negotiations because Victor was helping him clean the system. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've seen this kind of shit before. We've seen Canelo do this shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Walk out from negotiations. And he's testing the power against David Avenesian. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all, I mean, a lot of y'all are dumb. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't see what the game is, you know, you're not gonna, you know, pay for something if it ain't useful. You want to try the shit out. And EJ, you know, he's just naive. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, naive, or they're not naive, and they just fighting for the money. You know, they're not gonna pass up the opportunity to make 30 mil. Because they opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like if you knew a motherfucker was on steroids, but they offer you $40 million, you probably still go in there and fight that nigga, man. That's what Deontay Wilder had to do. And I'm pretty sure EJ probably did the same thing. He's like, no matter what that nigga do, I'm going out here and make this money. You know what I'm saying? And I think he had that kind of attitude. But the fans are more passionate about the purity of the sport, and I think the fighters just want the opportunity to get access to make that kind of money. So now he's in the upper echelon where he can buy the nice cars and he could travel, and you know. So this fight put him on a whole nother level financially. You know, now he's a real baller for real. So, KC, I heard some people saying Bud failed his post-fight test, but it's been covered up. It's nothing legit to see if any thing official comes out. I'm telling you, it's gonna come out, y'all. It's gonna come down the line, and right now they can celebrate all they want to, but you know, we seen the difference and power, speed, and all that shit in the fight. Come on, bro. It's like you really gonna fucking cheat, you know what I'm saying? So you don't get embarrassed and shit. And look at EJ. Look how he's taking it like a true man. Unfortunately, you don't get no credit for that. You know what I'm saying? This man is taking it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? It's like that Bud, he you know, instead of going out there get his ass, well, he did this, he did that. He got them brake pads. You know, he went down a good wrench. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey man, what y'all doing with them brake pads? What y'all doing with them brake pads? Hey man, can I get them brake pads? Y'all just gonna put them in the bucket? You know what I'm saying? And he put them brake pads on. I'm just saying, you know, he's so damn scared to take an ass whooping in front of his family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just telling you, that boxing different now. It's different. It ain't the same. You know, Victor Conte, all that shit. When you get into a high profile fight, you should have to be put under watch. You should have to be put under watch. You know what I'm saying? And you should get tested every day. You should get tested every day. I truly believe that. The way I've seen boxing, you know what I'm saying, kind of like come out, y'all. And I think once you enter a contract, you should be tested every week. Every week. You know what I'm saying? For some substance. I really do. It's done got that bad that these fighters are so afraid to fight on an even playing field. I think that should happen. I know y'all said boxing. And no, you can't trust people to have any morals, bro. You can't. You niggas ain't got no conscience. When they go in there and beat the brakes off your ass. They ain't got no conscience when they brag how bad they beat you. They ain't got no conscience, bro. So you're gonna take a full L, but you ain't gonna tell, hey man, yeah, I did have these brake pads on my hands. You ain't gonna say that part. You ain't gonna say, yeah, man, I was juicing outside. But you ain't gonna tell that part, is it? But you want all the glory. You want all the glory and shit for beating the man. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep him out the ring. You know, so we ain't gonna let him be trained up like us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch that nigga off guard. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna say all that in public, right? So you know that's what I'm talking. So you don't want to fight nobody at their best. That's what you don't want. But you want all the credit for whipping his ass and stuff. It's like, man, get the hell out of here. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Let me see what's going on. Where my people at? My people ain't even come up or nothing. I'm like, wow, what's going on today? But that what was that other fight? Manuel Rodriguez and Lopez. Boring ass fight. Boring. Yeah, I said boring. That shit was boring. But that I think that Navarrete fight kind of made up for it, because Navarrete, man, he looked like Captain America out there. Boy, that boy was throwing everything. I like how he come at you too. He come at, you know, the Mexican. I love the way they fight, because they just fight with such passion and such spirit. Win or lose, you know what I'm saying? They just giving a good fight, good entertaining fight. You know, that AJ shit, it's you know, it's hard to see somebody as big and muscular as that guy, just timid and fight, you know what I'm saying? Just like he fight by the numbers or something. And Robert Helenius ain't nobody. He ain't a world contender. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just want to see more skill in the sport. I want to see more fairness in the sport. I want to see better matchups. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Last night was fast on the PBC. Yeah, I believe so too. You know what I'm saying? Cock Killer said Errol and his team should have never trusted Bud because he's a snake and would do that. Didn't I tell y'all that in my live streams before? Didn't I tell y'all that? Y'all act like y'all ain't been here. Didn't I tell y'all that shit? I said he got too much pride. Didn't I tell y'all that? To take a loss. So this nigga gonna do what he got to do. And I don't understand why EJ they didn't prepare for that. You know. Yeah, he was a walking punching bag. Yeah, but he was still looking good against EJ. Look at the short notice he got to fight EJ. Look at the short notice, and he was still dealing with AJ, not EJ, AJ. Hey, Keggy, I said that too. I said humans don't get stronger, faster, and bigger as they get older, bro. And that's what Mayweather was telling motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, about Manny Pacquiao. This nigga kept the same. Not only was he faster or stronger as he got older, it's like, come on, bro. When y'all gonna admit this motherfucker was on some shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, that's just common sense, bro. You don't get faster and stronger as you move up and get older, bro. Stop. It's like, stop. That motherfucker is the blacks, the Asian Superman and shit. It's like nigga from Krypton and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that nigga eating super rice and shit. He said Helena's was walking punch bang, he still managed. Yeah. Say I'm putting 1,500 on Wild About Stockers versus AJ, easy money. He might as well go on out there and get his ass whipped. He might as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to happen to him. Because I'm talking about Wilder's going to drop his ass. There you go. What's going on, King Judah in the building? This is Grease with Fire says crawfish ain't shit. He's getting stopped in the rematch. Hopefully, if EJ, I'm just worried about the way EJ they look at things, the way they prepare. You know, say that's their weakness. I just dropped the link, King Judah. The way they prepare is their weakness. You know, the arrogance, you know what I'm saying, of thinking that these guys are not going to cheat him or he can beat them even if they cheat. That's bullshit, nigga. If somebody bring a bat to a fight, nigga, you better have your shield. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there thinking like you Dirty Harry or thinking that you Wolverine and shit where a motherfucker gonna just hit you with a bat. It's gonna break on your forearm. No, that shit gonna break through all your ass and you're gonna take a L.
What's going on, Paul?
What's happening, bro?
Man, nothing much. I was listening to what you said. I agree with you about the way Errol, Spence, and them prepare, but more so, somebody else brought up this point first. I'm just piggybacking off it, man. But the way they train in that Texas heat, I don't think that's good, bro. I'm being real with you, bro, because it's hot as hell, bro. Like I'm in Louisiana. You know, it's an all-time high here too. My homeboy, he got he got like a little. Yeah, bro, he got like a little move. My homeboy got a moving business, so I go work with him sometime. I want a little extra money, bro. But man, I damn near passed out yesterday, bro, and I started cramping up, bro. Like I just don't think it's smart to be running in that Texas heat right now.
No, nigga, it's different. See, the sun only went up to 98 degrees when it got hot. Where I'm from, now this shit like 116, 120. I'm like, what? Nigga, they got oven.
Right. Now I'm gonna say something too, bro. You ain't gonna agree with me, bro. Nobody else, man. But I gotta have my unpopular takes, bro. But I'm being real, bro. Wilder can't beat Anthony Joshua, bro. I
wasn't impressed by that bullshit. That you talking because of that little bullshit he did?
Nah, bro. I'm looking at the training with Derrick James is paying off, bro. Anthony Wilder's feet is smarter. His jab is faster and more educated. He going upstairs, downstairs with it. He mixing up head and body attacks. And if you remember his fight against Usyk, that's what he was missing. When he was with Usyk, bro, he was either head hunting or whenever he did focus on the body, that's all he was doing. Wilder was never somebody that can mix up his shot. Now I'm watching him mixing up shots, head to body, putting combinations again. He able to pressure people against the ropes and work the body. Like that's what he needed to do against Usyk. If this Wilder fought Usyk again, he'll beat Usyk.
He didn't do that consistently against he lost confidence.
You kind of fading a little bit, bro. I can't hear you that good.
I said he lost confidence against Helena's in that fight. Derrick James had to yell like a motherfucker to get him to get right in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He had lost confidence in that fight.
Man.
I think the only way he beat Wilder, I don't think he could beat Wilder, bro. Because
Bro,
the
one thing about it, bro. I ain't knocking your opinion, bro. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying it now. I'm saying it right now. You know, I'm just calling it, bro. Like I don't see it, bro. I think he an overall better boxer than Deontay Wilder. I think he better offensively and defensively. He just don't have the power.
oh, he got. I think he got the power. I think it's different. I think he's a better boxer than Wilder. But I think Wilder is a better. He got more intangibles. He got the chin. He got the belief. He got the confidence in himself, and he got the power to get AJ out of there to make him not believe in himself. He got the confidence. He's got the confidence to land that shot on his chin. Now I don't know if Wilder still got the explosiveness, you know what I'm saying, that he used to have. I don't know. But I still think Wilder, just because of his intangibles, that he could beat AJ. AJ is a timid motherfucker, bro. He's a timid, and if you hit that nigga right, he all that confidence. I call him the cowardly lion. You know, so you hit that. If things are not going AJ way, he's gonna fall apart, bro. Mentally, he's not strong mentally. So all those things you're saying is true, but he just don't have the mental. He don't have the mental fortitude to beat a Wilder. That's what I'm just trying to articulate it through. He don't have the mental fortitude to beat Wilder. Plus, he has a complex about Wilder. He's afraid of Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He there's something about Wilder. Wilder just look like that nigga that'll tear your ass up. He look like Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? He just looked like he pitied the fool. And I think AJ just been, you know, say for years and years, he's built up this complex about Wilder. You know, like I think he makes Wilder bigger. Wilder's bigger than in his head than he is in actual life. And we saw him fall apart with Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? He might have a little bit more confidence with the training of Derrick James, but it's hard. You can't change a nigga hard. You know what I'm saying? If your heart is pumping Kool-Aid, that's just what it is, nigga. It's just different flavors. He just got a different flavor right now with Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? And if Wilder go out there and hit his ass hard a couple of times in the fight, you're gonna see all that Kool-Aid come out, bro. You're gonna be like, God damn. I thought this nigga was ready. I just don't know. I don't think AJ got the courage to implement the skills that he's learning. I just don't think he has. I don't think he has the boxing IQ. None of it. But we'll see if he take that fight. I would be impressed just to get the fight done. You know what I'm saying? I'll be really impressed because he's so scary. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I believe you could beat Anthony Joshua.
I don't think he's that bad, but y'all not giving him no credit. Like a lot of people don't like Joshua, bro, but I think the dude one of the best heavyweights. That's just me. I know he ain't. I do, bro. I think he, like I said, bro, I think he better than Wilder, bro. I do.
Wow. Huh. That's an interesting take. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it like that. I just don't think AJ got the confidence. I think he got by on, just like Tyson, he got by on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of intimidation, stuff like that. But now he has to break it down to the skills, you know what I'm saying, see where he come up. I just wasn't impressed.
Being real, the way I see a fight with them playing out, bro, Wilder coming there, if he don't land that big shot to knock AJ out or hurt him where he can't get up, bro, I see Wilder getting beat up worse than Fury did him, bro.
Wow, really? Well, I'm just like shocked.
AJ got more power, bro. He gonna hurt him worse than Fury did.
I just don't see him countering that well. I don't see where AJ counter that well. I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised to hear you say that, but if you think they're gonna take the fight next?
I mean, like I say, that's what it come down to, bro. Like, you know, of course, we all know Wilder got that one hitter quitter, so that's something you can't account for. Shit, I ain't saying that he just gonna be able to stand up to Wilder power. I ain't saying that. I'm saying that he still got to watch out for Wilder power, or it's gonna be over with for him. But if Wilder can't put him out, Yeah, bro.
What,
Like,
what I'm asking is, you think AJ gonna fight him next?
oh, I don't know. I do know one thing though, right? This how I feel. I can't say because, like, I feel where you coming from. I do believe that he don't actually have that heart of a lion. You know what I'm saying? I see that, but I do think in that camp that he in, they don't play that scary shit. So you see what I'm saying? I think the company he keeping might make him take a fight like that. I think they know the money good. They know the money. They know why they're gonna make them some money. The PBC know that. I mean, it's Wilder not a P. I mean, Fury. No shit. Joshua not a PBC fighter though, huh?
He's not a what?
A PBC fighter.
Uh-uh.
Oh well, yeah. Well, I mean, the money gonna be there, bro, for a while. And I do believe more than ever in his career. I think he'll be more confident to fight Wilder now than ever before. Because I mean, I see the improvements, but I seen somebody in the comments talking about, oh, AJ looked horrible. Now I can understand if you wasn't impressed, but to say he looked horrible, you ain't been paying attention to this man's career because AJ is a way better overall fighter than he ever was right now.
You know why I say, just like I predicted that Gary Russell was gonna beat Ken ass, right? I saw AJ taking all kind of jabs, getting hit over the top. Even his nose was bleeding. Wilder gonna knock his ass out, bro. I mean, I did see him slip a couple of punches, and I was impressed by that. I did, but he had took so many punches by then. You know what I'm saying? He had took so many punches by then. I mean, bro, it ain't gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you what I see happening, bro, is like then another thing I'm looking at is his jab, bro. Like Derrick James turned everybody jab. Well, I ain't saying it's elite, but his jab way better than it was. Like Anthony Joshua is using his jab to control his opponents now, just like Errol Spence do. He using his jab the same way.
But Helene has made him stop throwing his jab. Helene has made him. I heard Derrick James say, "Use your jab, nigga. It's all from the jab." He kept telling them to jab, like jab, nigga. Keep jabbing.
All I know is, like I said, all I know is that Wilder. I mean, that whole fight, Joshua kept trying to set up that same right hand. He missed it a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
I was looking at how he was trying to set it up. It's the intent for me. And I know that, bro, Wilder don't have no footwork, no head movement, and no defense. When he go to throw his straight right hand, if that motherfucker don't land, Joshua's gonna tag his ass with his right hand every time. Every time, bro, he's a better boxer. He's a better boxer than Wilder. He is gonna always be in position to counter Wilder every time.
Bro, does that sound like the AJ you saw the other day? Somebody who's gonna be in position to counter all the time.
I was looking at him trying to. Bro, yes, bro. When it comes to if he fighting Wilder, yeah, bro. Wilder don't have the footwork I don't see it, bro. It's almost like when I hit you up and I told you I think Fulton is gonna. Inoue is gonna walk through Fulton. I see Joshua walking through him, bro. If he don't knock Joshua out, I see him getting walked through.
I saw AJ try the same shit over and over, bro. He tried the same combination over and over. I'm talking about. Bro, come on, man. It's just wild to hear you make it sound like AJ some kind of master boxer now. I'm like, bro, that's not what I see. That's not what I saw.
Bro, honestly, I ain't saying that AJ is incredible, bro. For skill, I think Fury is a better boxer. I even think Big Baby is a better overall boxer than Joshua, bro. But the thing is, bro, what a lot of people don't understand about me is I never been high on Wilder. That's what it is. I'm not high on Deontay Wilder. Man,
you hate Deontay Wilder and Tank, man. Why you hate Deontay Wilder and Tank?
No, man. That's not real.
What the hell is going on? What you got against them guys? You know what I'm saying?
Bro. No, I'm just being real with you, bro. I think Wilder can beat a lot of people, bro. But I just do think somebody that got power. And I'm gonna tell you the reason Fury did so good against him, because Wilder, I'm not gonna lie, Wilder was good enough to beat Fury, bro. But you know what Fury had that nobody thought he had? Fury got a chin, but that's why Fury was able to beat Wilder, because he was able to take that power and get up. If he wasn't able to take that power and get up, he wouldn't have beat Wilder either. It was just the fact that he got a damn good chin.
Now, one thing about it, since you said that, if Wilder, hopefully he's not, what you call it, but look like when you hit him down, hopefully, when he got like a dent or something, hopefully he's not hurt, you know what I'm saying, to the point where he can't, his punch resistance is gone. Because now he would like lose against AJ if we don't have that punch resistance, that we're talking about.
Right,
That,
because AJ got that stopping power too.
Yeah, he do. He just fight by the numbers. He box by the numbers. You can look like you can see it in his head. It's going 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
And I'm not gonna lie, but when I watch Wilder fight, bro, I'm being real with you, bro. I see somebody who don't have a lot of defense, don't have a lot of movement, don't have a lot of head movement more than anything, bro. It always look like his head is sitting right on the center line. And if you somebody who determined, like another thing, they don't have a lot of heavyweights. They don't have the Lennox Lewis's no more. They don't have the like the Mike Tyson, them guys that if your head gonna be still, they just going for it from round one until they catch you. That's another thing why they've been able to survive off. They don't have them killers like that. That's why I think somebody like even like a Big Baby. Big Baby is a killer, bro. If he fought Wilder and Wilder not moving his head, Big Baby is gonna tag him.
Well, AJ, he don't move his head either. He keep his head right down the line too. So it's gonna be two niggas with their head on the line, trying to knock each other out. It's gonna be two big galooms, and then once AJ.
Wilder, AJ would at least, if his head not moving, he would at least duck. He'll put his hands up to block his head. Wilder don't do none of it.
Right. But what I'm saying is he's not consistent. AJ ain't consistent though. You know what I'm saying, with it. I saw Robert Helenius, who's a horrible boxer. You know what I'm saying? He was tattooing goddamn AJ up. Just tattooing him up. You know what I'm saying? The man 39, the man ran out of gas. It ain't like AJ just broke him down. The man looked like the man had 5 days to prepare. 5-day notice to prepare for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it took him that long to break him down. Come on, man. Come on now. We got to keep it real.
I think with Wilder, bro, Wilder is so much of a big fan favorite that a lot of people don't want to hear about his shortcomings in the ring, bro. Like Wilder is not, he is not the best fighter, bro. Fundamentally sound at all.
I don't think anybody ever called Wilder the best fighter or best heavyweight in the world. I have never heard that before.
Well, it just seemed like every time Wilder matched up with somebody, it's a foregone conclusion that Wilder is gonna win. And it's like, bro, like this dude don't have footwork, he don't have defense, he don't have a jab, he don't even have an array of punches. He throw one jab just so he ain't throwing one punch, but he only throwing one punch. It's the straight. That's it. That's all he trying to throw it all.
And sometimes that's all you need. It's like I told you. It's like playing video games. You got that one man that can hit you with the power shot, and all your energy gone, nigga. That's all he need. That's all he need.
Hey, that's them old Nintendo game. That's them old Nintendo.
Yeah, that motherfucker hit you with one shot, and you be like, "Hey man, can I play with that character?" No, that's my character. That's my character.
Yeah, I hope they make it happen though, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because like I do hope that fight happens. I think it'll be fun though. Like, I don't care what everybody down on Joshua. Oh, Joshua this and Joshua that. Man, Wilder and Joshua fight would be entertaining. That'd be a good ass fight.
Yeah, like Mike Jones, thank you for that $5 super chat. He says, Wilder gonna come out swinging wild in the first round, knock AJ out. He said AJ balls up the people with faster hand speed. Yeah, I said that when they were fighting. I said if Robert Helenius would have came out like he went out against Konoski, I said he probably would have beat AJ in that first fight. Like he just came out there and started whipping on Konoski ass. I said if he would have did that to AJ would have been that shit. That Nick motherfucker would have had one of those post-traumatic stress flashbacks to the Madison Square Garden and stuff, and it would have been like everything would have been like in slow motion.
I do agree with that with you though. I do agree that Wilder is the type of AJ is the type of person that if Wilder do catch him with one of them hard ones, even if it don't stop him, it'll knock his confidence down.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's a confident fighter. You know what I'm saying? And if Robert Helenius would have came out there like he did with Konoski, and I think he would have rushed AJ and shit, this would have just destroyed AJ. He can't handle pressure, bro. He can't handle pressure like that. He just don't have that heart. He just don't have that fight. He's like an actor. You know what I'm saying? He's like an English actor. You know, that motherfucker went to Harvard and shit. And you know what I'm saying? He can fight a little bit, but boy, you press that nigga gonna fall apart. You know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of sense I get from AJ. And when I see him, I see him in there punching and thinking too much. You know, he think too much. You know, his shit ain't instinct. He don't have great instincts when it comes to fighting. And you know, a fighter that all he have to do is hit you on the chin. He ain't gonna last long, bro. It ain't gonna unless his defense get better. Now, if I seen him, if I would have saw him if I would have saw AJ in the blocking and you know what I'm saying had better defense, then I would have more confidence in what you're saying. But I don't see that he get caught like a motherfucker, and I just think
I see the improvements though. Boy, like I look at his last fight he had with that dude. I forget that dude's name. Now you know what I'm talking about, the one his first fight with Derrick James. I
you
see
talking
a better
about
fighter. Yeah, I see a
Franklin
better
Drake.
fighter now. Yeah, I see a better fighter in that first fight under Derrick James. I see somebody who not as timid, even though he naturally kind of timid. I see him less timid than he was in that very first fight with Derrick James. I see him putting together combinations more too, because in that last fight, he was just waiting on one punch to try to knock the dude out every time. Now I see him working his jab and setting up punches. I even seen him push Hellenius to the ropes a couple times using his jab the same way Errol Spence do. I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see. I don't. You know. I don't get it, bro. Like some fighters, they just get hate, bro. Like they get hate. Like you I understand what you're saying. You don't like them. You don't like him because he's timid. I understand that, bro. But you got people that'll tell you Anthony Joshua is trash, and that's crazy, bro. To say Anthony Joshua is trash is crazy.
Well, also, you know, when they was in negotiations back in 2018, you know, he gave Wilder the runaround, and you know they tried to make it seem like Wilder, you know, wasn't right somehow in the negotiation. Not really. I hate that kind of fake ass pretend shit. I seen it with Bud Crawford and EJ, and this was like one of the first fights that all that bullshit started. All that gaslighting shit started, you know, with well, the $50 million ain't real. You know, I'll fight Wilder for $50 million when they offered him. It's not real. Well, the fight, they don't want the fight. And then he wouldn't let Wilder come to us. You know, so all that kind of shit.
Right, yeah,
All
I
that kind of
because they wasn't ready for him at all back then. Now that I look back on it, yeah, Wilder wasn't. I mean, Joshua wasn't ready for him at all, bro. But my thing is, I don't understand what people seeing, bro. Because when I first saw, Joshua, right, the fighter that even back when he was supposedly on top of the world, right, you know, when he was knocking out the Klitschko's and everybody thought he was the best heavyweight. I think this Wilder is better. I mean, this Joshua is better than that Joshua.
mm-hmm.
I think he is,
Yeah,
bro. I think he's more
you
fundamentally
know
sound. I think he got a better jab now. And like I said, I think he working the head and the body better. He not the old Joshua I seen, bro. He either chose head or body. Or if I'm going for the head, I'm only going for the head. If I'm going for the body, I'm only going for the body. That's not what they call it. That's not a good attack to me. That's not a good offense, bro. To me, the best offensive fighters, bro, they can attack your head and body out of nowhere.
Well, one thing is Wilder's working on his boxing too, and
Right.
AJ is a good fighter, somebody to work some shit off. I don't look at AJ as a threat like that. He's a good fighter. You know, Wilder, that would be a really good fight because they're still developing. It's weird to see fighters at this stage in their career still developing their skills, still
Right.
getting better. And I think they both kind of got the same kind of pedigree when it comes to operating in the ring, as far as things that they can get better at. And that's the interesting thing about these two guys because they both still working on their craft. So Mike Jones, thank you for that $2 super chat. Says Judah is not the fighter you want him to be. Judah. And Mike Jones says AJ. He just came back and corrected himself. What's going on? Big shake. What is it? The God. Big
Big
shake.
Shot the guy. What's
Big
good,
shot.
brother?
The
What's
guy.
good with y'all, man? How y'all, man?
Oh, chilling. Just
What's up?
talking to little boss.
Yeah, man. I seen the fights yesterday, man. I just want to put some insight in on the AJ fight. I think part of the timidness we seen from AJ yesterday was the fact he was training for a dude that's like 2 inches shorter than himself. So I think punching up kind of had him a little throw it off a little bit. But I think that in the reach of Hellenius kind of had him throw it off a little bit. But the problem with that is if you think Wilder don't got no jab, Hellenius has no jab at all. He was tagging AJ with that jab. I like Deontay Wilder. Like, the bull hopped off a beer truck in his early 20s and started knocking niggas out. Like, if that ain't impressive, I don't know what is. Like, he's not the best boxer, no. But how you gonna be the best boxer when you start at 21, 22 years old and forego any real amateur career? The dude made it to the pinnacle of the heavyweight division, and he knocked Tyson Fury ass out that first fight. The ref stood over my man and woke him up. You ain't never seen no shit like that in recent history where a dude is on his back flat, head hit the canvas, eyes closed, and they let him get a 10 count. That was some bullshit, okay? So all the controversy with Fury, all the sneaky shit he did, how we gonna say my man Wilder can't fight, bro? He did all that shit he did, the bull, with dude cheating, man. And he still got his shit off. Something crazy to not have the background or the pedigree that Fury had. Furthermore, I think Joshua is extremely timid. And if he get on the back foot against Deontay Wilder, he gonna get his ass knocked out. You can't fight on the back foot against Deontay Wilder. I think Wilder got the reach and he got the height. And AJ ain't the most fleet of foot, and his head movement ain't really shit. He ain't got no wiggles up top. If AJ try to fight Wilder off the back foot and counter, he gonna get knocked the fuck out, man. I just see AJ balling up and just letting some shit hit him. And even if Wilder don't touch him with his best shot, I think if he tastes any of that power, he gonna shell up. He gonna turtle up, man. Because ever since Ruiz fucked him up, he ain't been confident in his chin. You seen that versus Usyk, and you seen that last night. So I just think, man, I got Wilder. Wilder, my guy. I ain't gonna front. But I think Wilder's style and aggression, I think he lived rent-free in Anthony Joshua head. I think Aunt Joshua done already told himself he gonna lose and get knocked the fuck out versus Wilder. Feeling privacy just because AJ, truthfully, he don't believe in himself, and I don't think he got the quick twitch ability and the defensive responsibility to stay out of danger with Wilder for 6 rounds like he played around with Hellenius last night. I think 6 rounds with Wilder would be his casket closed.
I agree with that. That's Zab Judah don't like Wilder in our Tank.
Yeah,
you
man,
there,
I don't get it.
Judah, you there?
And Tank actually nice, man. Tank got skills. You know what I'm saying? He hit hard as hell. Like, I mean, you can't be mad at cats for being gifted by God, bro. Everybody can't do that shit. You know
let me ask y'all something. Is it just me, or did Gary Russell look like Tank in that goddamn ring last night?
That young boy is a problem, man. I've been saying that shit for a while. I think he got the most violent style in boxing. It look like he hitting you over the head with honey baked hams when he in there, bro. Like the angle of his punches, he come right across the top of your shit, knock your whole equilibrium off. I done seen him do it to everybody he fight, bro. When he hit niggas, man, they just don't. That shit coming from up top.
I'm just talking about the power, though, man. I was just all right. I mean, I know Kid ain't nobody, but I was just impressed by the power of him breaking that dude down. When he caught him to the ribs, bro, and the body, it just reminded me of Tank. You know what I'm saying? When he hit you to the body, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow. I mean, I already knew he was going to do that.
What I love about that kid, he consistently worked the body. I see him do that shit every fight, man. He consistently going up and down with variance. You don't know where that shit coming from, man. He in the whirlwind. Like 140 about to heat up. I want to see him in there with Devin Haney, man. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, on these rich crackers, I didn't know he got on the mic.
All I know is if Devin Haney, if they do get to get in talks with each other, and for whatever reason Devin Haney offer him a contract or whatever, and he pull out, I don't want y'all to be blaming Devin Haney if he's just yet another nigga that don't want to fight Devin.
I don't blame Devin Haney. Shit. He was supposed to take that deal. I like Devin Haney. I just think that's.
I want Devin Haney. I want Devin Haney. I want Devin Haney to be at his best when he fights them guys.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him. Right. I don't want to see him fight them guys when he's weak, so everybody can jump on his case and say he wasn't shit. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that kind of boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you want a guy to be weakened. No, I want to see 2 guys at their best. And I think Tank would be just fine going up to 140. I think he'd be even stronger. What?
He done it
That's
before.
What I'm saying.
He ain't gonna do it against Deb though. He ain't gonna.
I mean, this ain't about belts. This is. Go ahead.
If Shakur was really as confident as he said he was, man, he should have took that opportunity at 135 and took that bread. Whatever they was offering, he should have took. If he was that confident, he should have took that. He playing games, man.
Devin just told this dude. Bro, Devin just told this dude that 25% still would have been the most money Shakur ever made for any fight in his career with a chance.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So for him to turn that shit down like it's an insult, man, he bullshitting with bars, man. Bull playing games, man. I don't like the fuckery, man. Like, even you want the smoke and you don't. We know Bull weaker at 135 right now. He offered you a bag bigger than you ever got to get him at a weaker point, and you said no. Either Shakur ain't allowed to take that fight, or he don't really want that fight.
Well, look, we just saw Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, stay out of weight too long to wait for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Do we want to see the same thing with Devin? If Devin take any other fight with Tank Davis or he takes Stevenson at 135, he's going to get destroyed, bro.
I agree. He's Both of them fights too hard for that.
So you think he's gonna offer? You think he's gonna do like Errol Spence Jr. Give this man 50-50? You know what I'm saying, to be weight drained? You know what I'm saying, to go down there and fight the best guys down at 135? He can't do that shit.
Hey, yeah, I agree with that. I was one of the ones. Yeah, I was one of the ones who thought.
And he went touch. He went to my fault, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, I was just saying, bro. I was one like the point y'all just made about Devin needed to fight them dudes at his best. I agree, because I was one of them Devin Haney fans. Was like, oh, it don't matter where he fight them at. He can fight them at 135. But shit, man, look, it ain't just about power, because I don't believe in power. At first, I was like, well, Devin don't need to be heavier because power don't win fights. But you do need size to take punches. I seen that with Errol Spence, but you need size to take punches.
I ain't like the fact that his gas tank was failing him because he's so depleted against Loma. Like, if Loma was a little younger, he'd have got Dev because that weight class is more natural for him. So, you know what I mean? Just seeing that alone. But and the thing is, man, look at what Dev did, man. He didn't go to 140 and take a light touch. He went up against Regis Prograde, bro. That's not a soft fight. That's a good fight, man. So he went up, he fighting good competition, man. Anybody hating on Dev, I like the young boy. I just want to see what he do at a higher weight and how his body fill out and what he can do with the power. But I think, man, he got the boxing skills. He there. He nice. But he ain't that nice to stay depleted at 135.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up, too. That's why I want to talk about the whole Regis situation. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't mind that Regis felt some type of way about Devin moving the fight date, right? That's your prerogative. You felt like I signed to fight you on this date. That's what it is. What I don't like is his reasoning for it. Because I call bullshit on his reasoning. His reasoning was that, they trying to move the fight date. They don't want me to be ready. They don't want me to be ready because they scared. Motherfucker, you fought more recently than Devin. How pushing the fight date back gonna work against you and not work against him? That didn't make no sense.
Promoting the fight. He just talking shit. I think Regis is talking shit, promoting the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it. I don't mind the talk because this the opportunity for Regis to draw some attention to himself with a high profile boxer. He got that profile, so I think he's just bumping his gums, getting that shit out there as big as possible. I think he's just trying to raise his profile. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I hope he's looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah, I hope that's right now. I ain't labeling him no duck. I ain't labeling him no duck yet, but he did mention he gonna tell Devin, because you playing around, man. If you gonna do all this, you can go back to 135. I can fight Adrian Broner for more money. First off, that fight would not be more money. It wouldn't. Adrian Broner is not the draw that he used to be. He never was a draw. Yeah.
Broner not fighting no Prograde, man. Broner ain't trying to get fucked up in there.
I mean, he looked
Broner
terrible.
trying to rebuild.
He looked horrible in his fight, bro. And Regis didn't look that great either, man. I mean,
nah, but he wasn't Broner ass though.
I'm just saying they both look. You know, I mean, Broner, he looked like he got a long way to go. Yeah,
Regis, man. Regis, when you fighting cats that ain't that good, man. I see a lot of these guys these days don't tend to shine that great on lower competition, man. I don't think Regis really, you know what I mean? Even though he still won,
couldn't get up for the fight.
Yeah, I think it's simple as that. Regis looking for an opportunity, man. He want a high profile opportunity. They ducking Regis. Nobody wants to give this man a chance. You know, so him against Haney is a good opportunity to see what both of these guys are made of. Because Regis can't say he ain't get up for this one. And Haney stepping up to a new division to fight a champ. That's big.
But what's pissing me off, nobody is talking about Matias. Nobody talking about Matias, bro. That nigga is so dynamic at 140. Nobody is that. It's like he don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And this dude is like Batman. That nigga like Batman at that damn weight class. Nobody's talking about fighting
I see Russell
Matias.
fighting. I think Russell will fight his ass.
I don't know, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know Russell looked good last night, bro. I think the dude got a lot of heart. We all know he tough, bro. Like he got pressure. You know, he got that elite pressure. So I know he not scary. He not scary in the ring. But it's something about that when he turned down that title fight, bro. That shit ain't sit well with me, bro. When he had an opportunity for a title and he turned it down. Oh, I forget who that dude name is. Cool. You know who that was, fool? I forget who that dude name was. He had an opportunity to fight against, but man, he had a title shot.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was that? You talking about? I think it was Regis, wasn't it? He had an opportunity to fight Regis, didn't he?
Nah, it was somebody else, bro. I think it was a white dude. I don't know, bro, but I don't think it was Regis. But he recently had a title shot, bro, and he turned it down. Like that shit just happened before. Well, I ain't gonna say just happened, but it happened right before Devin even went to 140. So this was some 140 business. It ain't had nothing to do with Devin. He just got him a title shot and he turned it down.
I ain't mad though, man, because look, maybe he ain't ready. Maybe they realistic about where he at. So, you know, that ain't necessarily a bad thing. You see a lot of these young guys getting rushed to be the champ. Once you the champ, man, you're in the hot seat in my eyes. I want to see you get all the work. So once you the champ, you up there, you got to go at
exactly.
So I want to ask y'all this, right? I want to ask y'all this. They got a lot of people trying to say that Devin tripping because he don't want to fight on the same night as Fury and Ngannou. Me personally, I think that's smart, bro. Devin realistic. Devin know he not a big draw. And Regis has never been a draw. So it's like, why would I want to compete with an event that's gonna bring attention? Because people talking about some man, nobody checking for Fury. No, nobody might not be checking for Fury by itself, but Fury fighting a UFC fighter in Ngannou, that is gonna bring eyes and people's gonna pay to see it. They're gonna pay to see
it.
That's gonna blow. That'll blow their event out.
No evidence. No evidence. 340 says he was suspended. He must be coming about your boy.
Yeah, that Francis and Ngannou and that Fury fight, that shit is people gonna pay for that, bro. I ain't saying it's gonna break records.
I see
but if Devin and them put that fight on the same night, they gonna lose a lot of money, bro. More people gonna watch Tyson Fury than Devin Haney watch. They would watch
that
Fury
shit
fight.
Gonna blow, man. We in the era of spectacles, man. I expect that to do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. I ain't even gonna lie. People gonna be surprised, but we in the era of spectacles. People want to see you in there with a damn saber-toothed tiger against 3 midgets. That's what they looking for right now.
They want the 30.
Right. The damn gladiator. It's turned into a gladiator sport, huh?
That's what it is.
And they want to see a big nigga get his ass beat again, man. Because Ngannou do not have the boxing skills to fuck with no Tyson Fury in there, man. It's a boxing match. That ain't gonna, man. Are they gonna do the thing that he was gonna do with Wilder? One boxing match, one MMA match. Is that gonna happen?
But hey, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna be a boxing match. But I will tell you this: I agree with you, brother, about him not being as good as Fury. But I don't know if you watch the UFC. But Ngannou do have that Wilder type power. He got that Wilder type power, that one punch KO power.
Right, I do. I agree, but he ain't got that footwork, man. He ain't gonna be able to touch Fury. He ain't gonna be able to find him because Fury taller than him, I believe, by a couple inches. He might have to reach. But yeah, if Ngannou touch him on the chin, anything can happen. Ngannou he's an explosive athlete like Deontay Wilder.
Let me tell you something.
And put their lights up.
Let me ask y'all something. Is that normal for a man that big to be that fast?
You talking about Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fury fast, bro. Fury fast, bro.
Nah, he a freak, man. Boy, freak of nature, yo. He got twitchies, man.
Come on. I mean, look how big this man is. This man is 6'9" and move faster than everybody.
He like a tight end in the NFL, man. He one of them cats. He was here, he'd have been in the league, man. He one of them dudes, man.
He like Travis
work, man. That's impressive.
I hear you, y'all.
That shit is impressive. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. But I do think that motherfucker juicing. You know why I think he juicing? Because like you said, for him to be that big and that fast, it's not just that. It's the fact that he's so flabby. And I know he's not doing a lot of work to his body, but you got all that damn stamina and you that damn flabby. I know you're not doing no road work.
That's what I was gonna say.
Why you don't get tired, my nigga?
He don't get tired. Yeah, the fact that he don't get tired, that's some shit. You know what I mean? When you that big, but like I said, he ain't got power though. So it's like
he got power against Tyson. When he fight
he
Deontay Wilder, he
Yeah,
get
if you got
powered up.
power. Yeah, he had power that last fight.
8 rolls of nickels, if you got 8 rolls of nickels in your gloves and shit, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What he did was wild against Wilder with some WWE shit. He put Wilder in the standing guillotine. He had him in the headlock. He was doing all type of dirty shit in there with Wilder, man. He was letting him get away with it. I watched that fight, man. That shit pissed me off every time. I can't even watch that shit no more.
Yeah, me neither, bro. I can't do it either, man. It is what it is, y'all.
The shit they was letting him do, man. The shit they was letting him do. It's like, yo, are they saying?
But that's what Steve.
guillotine?
That's what Steve Collins was talking about. How they let how they did him. How they let he was beating Fury ass and shit. I think it was Steve Cunningham or somebody like that was talking about that. Yeah, Cunningham was talking about how this nigga grab you around your neck and be punching you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hitting you in the back of the head and shit like that, you know. But you know how they do. You know how they do. You know, they
whenever they go to Vegas and it's a major favorite, you can look for an upset. Vegas gonna make their money, man. They try to pull the rug out from under niggas. So anytime, man, you don't never know when that shit in Vegas.
True. Yeah, shit. I just came from up there in North Dakota, Judah. You know what I'm saying? I just got back yesterday night. Yesterday afternoon.
What the weather is like out there? It was hot. What's going on in North Dakota?
No, it's nice and cool up there. You know, this shit up north and shit. It's starting to change now. Fall starting to come in, and you know that wind up there is ridiculous, bro.
Hey, do y'all think it's the hottest summer? Bro, I don't remember a summer this hot, bro. Because every time I'm talking to anybody from anywhere in the world, but they talking about how hot this summer is.
Yeah. I mean, it's global warming. It's global warming. All y'all niggas need to stop using that right guard. You know what I'm saying? And put on some natural shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking up the ozone layer. You know what I'm saying? That damn sun coming through hard as hell right now. The thunderstorms are getting stronger. Shit, it be hailing like hell around here. I was like, man, hell. I said, I haven't seen hell since I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? Now you got shit.
We about 3 months delayed. We're like 3 weeks delayed with the season on the east, man. I'm in Delaware. I'm right by Philly. You know what I'm saying? And everything caught on late this year. That shit was weird, man.
Gonna get to the point where we don't have no winter time shit, nigga. It be straight heat, nigga, throughout the whole year.
I'll be looking at you. You hearing about all these different athletes, bro? They passing out and shit. They got a little dude that play high school. That dude that work with me on the side, bro. He was talking about how his teammates passing out. But this heat ain't no joke, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have home invasion. You're gonna have home invasion just for AC. Nigga, gonna be
hey, Paul, what you say? They gonna stick you up and just sit on your couch, huh? You just gotta wait. They just want your ass.
I'm trying to tell you, motherfucker be breaking in, nigga, just to get some.
Put it on 68, yeah, man. Put it on 68.
For sure, nigga. Shit, that sun in Texas be real, nigga. I mean, it be hot. I mean, that thing, you could be out for 10 minutes, nigga. You be like feeling like a slave back in 1879, nigga. Feel like you picking cotton, just walking to the car to get your wallet out of that motherfucker. You be like, God damn.
Texas been hot than a bitch. I remember they used to say you cook an egg on the sidewalk in Texas. You know
I'm trying to tell you, bro. As soon as you come out that damn house, swing low, sweet cherry. You like, hell no, nigga. Let me turn around. Got to wait for it to cool down.
Man, y'all ready for this?
It's super duper flat. There ain't nothing but sun out here, man. I gotta wear the farmer hat going outside. This shit that real.
I don't see how they do the cookouts. I don't see how they cook out around here, man. I can't do it, bro.
Y'all ready for that Wilder? Y'all mean not Wilder. Y'all ready for that Canelo and Charlo?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one, bro. Come on now.
I hope Charlo come out the boxing, man. He pumped that jab, man. He could beat Canelo, man.
Hey, that's what I want him to do, brother. Listen. That's exactly what I want him. You know what I want him to do? I want him to move around the first 6 rounds and tire Canelo out, because Canelo is gonna gas. Tire that nigga out and then knock him out.
And the thing I like, man, I like the Castano fight coming off that Castano fight for him, man. I think the styles are sort of similar. Castano load up, throw a lot of power punches, short, stocky boy. He jabbed the shit out Castano. I think he can catch Canelo in between shots, but I think he need to knock Canelo goddamn head off. We ain't seen him really hurt yet.
Well, you know, I think they're gonna let Canelo do steroids and stuff. I think he's gonna let him do steroids. That's the only way he's gonna be competitive in this fight. Well, yeah,
that 3-fight
that's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna be competitive against a fighter, unless they hoping like the weight gain affect Jermell Charlo. They can't depend on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit may make Jermell. Let me finish my thought, bro. If you notice, that shit might make Jermell stronger. He might be punching harder up there, you know what I'm saying, if he gain a little bit of weight. They can't depend on that shit. And Canelo look like he don't look like he's getting better as he get older. Look like he's getting worse. Look like his reflexes are worse. He used to have the advantage because he's coming from the smaller weight division. Now you got a guy in Jermell who's coming from the smaller weight division, so he's going to still have more quickness than Canelo has. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to need that extra, you know, juice to be competitive in this fight. What do you guys think?
Canelo ain't got that upper body movement like he used to have no more. So them wiggles is gone. He ain't got the stamina to keep doing that shit like he used to. And that used to be a big thing that got Canelo over. He used to have that stamina when he was on that juice. So he was able to bob and weave like goddamn you know what I mean? So like I said, I would like to see that jab coming out consistent and make Canelo move and work. You know what I mean? And maybe push Canelo back some, make him fight off the back foot. I would like to see that.
But Canelo, I want y'all to check this out. He never was like that dude that just overwhelmed you, you know what I'm saying, with power like that. You know, this like it was some like recent shit where he just walking you down and beat, because you know he was fighting on his lesser competition. You know what I'm saying? You could do that with lesser competition, but when he fought Bivol, you know what I'm saying, none of that shit worked. He fought somebody who knew how to fight.
Coming back.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why he fought the John Riders, because he could withstand. He wasn't afraid what was coming back. You know what I'm saying? But now he's fighting a dude that can fight your ass back. So now something is up. Something in the milk ain't clean. You see what I'm saying?
Defense don't look as good when he going up against a combination puncher. His defense don't look clean.
Something in the milk ain't clean, bro. Why would you fight one of the best motherfucking fighters, bro? You know what I'm saying? During these times right now. I mean, what is the secret? Because you're not looking good, bro. You're not looking good up there at 168. As a matter of fact, you're not even fighting the other 168 pounders. You're trying to avoid them by fighting Jermell. So what is going on? David got
dragging him up.
That's what I said.
Maybe he thinks dragging him up is enough of an advantage. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I said that before, but on the other end, I mean, you're not fighting David Benavidez. You're not fighting dudes at the weight class you're supposed to be fighting. So, do they know something we don't know?
I know Canelo don't want to get knocked the fuck out. He be damned if David Benavidez knock his ass out and take Mexico from him. He ain't letting that shit happen.
What you said to what? Canelo don't want to get knocked the fuck out. That nigga, he do not want. He don't want to face nobody that can crack back, bro. It's like he always trying to find some kind of anger off shit, bro.
He was scared of the bigger Charlo, man. He might have fucked up though. I think fighting the better Charlo. I always like
me too.
Boxing skills better.
But what I think it's the left hand, the broke left hand. I think they're trying to take advantage of the healing process of that left hand when Jermell broke his left hand. I mean, it's got to be something.
So maybe
it's got to be something.
Just keep trying to kind of punch on that right side, let his right hand go a lot, and try to wear him down.
It's something, man, because we know Canelo don't move like this. He don't move toward the best competition.
I don't think he can sit on the best competition. I think he think he little and he could beat him. He been banging with these big guys. But ain't Canelo coming down from 175? Was his last fight at 168?
Yeah, his last fight was John Ryder at 168.
Okay, so he was there. All right, so he had one fight back at 168 first. So I don't know, man. John Ryder and shit, he got a lot off, but you know, Canelo might not have been able to get up for Ryder. So it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? I got to get out of here. Me and my ladies will go eat, and we'll come back tomorrow. You know, we're gonna try to do it earlier tomorrow. I'll probably come in about 8 o'clock. I had a chance to take my butt to bed, and you know what I'm saying? Thanks everybody for coming through. Michael Ray second, Edwin Plex. You know, thank you, King Judah and my man. You know what I'm saying? Big shout to God. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. We're gonna come back tomorrow, cook some more. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream, man. Peace out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to do this every day. See you guys in the next. Peace out, y'all.